starting. We are live.
Hello.
How can we tell people are talking to us? Or
Oh fuck, I don't know. That's true. How can we tell people are fucking talking to us? I have to put it on. All right, let me. All right, yeah. That's true. That I didn't think about. All right, give me 1 second. Where am I at here?
oh, this is live. How do you know? How can we tell people are talking? Huh?
Well, I'm checking on my other screen. I'm gonna.
I see chat on the. Yeah, there's chat on the left side.
Yep. Is there chat on the left side?
Yeah, I see a little box with chat on it.
All right, give me 1 sec. All right, let me move this over here. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on to. All right, hold on. I'm not used to this computer, honestly, because there's there's two screens to it. So but it's cool because you can separate your screens. Let me see. I'm gonna go to YouTube. Hold on 1 second. Just let everybody know that we're fucking around practicing right now. You know,
Yeah.
we're trying out the Google Hangout. But I do want to see if we can see if people are chatting to us.
Yeah, and I'm curious.
All right, I see the video.
Should I press chat?
Okay. I see the chat box now. If I look on the other screen, I went on to the actual video where we are, and I see the chat. But I mean, nobody's chatting right now. If somebody's here, if they want to say something, I mean, I could write in the chat box.
I see HD on the left.
All right, so I wrote in the chat box. Yeah, it looks like you will be able to have a chat
viewer.
You'll be able to do this. Plus, you can see the chat onto your side, but I guess you can't see the chat yet. And the only way, I'm guessing you would have to do it is you would have to. I don't know what. Do you use Google or what do you use for your internet?
I use Google mostly Google.
Open up Google in a new page, not on the same one you're on now. Like on it, like a different tab. Like open Google in a different tab.
Okay.
And then go to your YouTube channel.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm on YouTube.
Go to your YouTube channel and click on your shit happened video.
So I'll go on my channel.
Yeah, go to your actual channel and then go to your.
Oh, I see it. Shit happens. Okay.
Yeah, click on that. But as soon as you click on it, mute it because it'll be a lot of feedback.
Oh.
We won't be talking in sync.
Okay.
Now you see you could see the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see the chat. You can minimize the window that we're in now, where you could see yourself and you could see me. You can minimize it and make it smaller or fit it, so then you can have the chat next to it.
Yeah, it's like a delay.
Well, yeah, it is. It's like I think it's like a 5-second delay or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool, right? How it's working?
Yeah, I see that. Oh yeah, you can see the live chat on the right side on that part.
Yeah. Like I said, there's other things we can do. Another cool thing is you can screen share. Say if we're talking about like a cool topic, again, example, like we're talking about fucking paranormal activity or something.
Oh yeah.
And we could find it like a website and we can look at it and we can look at pictures and no matter what if we screen share, everybody will see what we're seeing. You know,
okay.
Pictures or whatever, shit like that, which.
Oh, that's crazy. It's like you can use. So yeah, so this Google here is on the other Google is on the YouTube there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You'll get used to it. Like I said, like it took us like 20 minutes to do this, but it'll take us. We'll get it down to like taking us like 5 seconds. Because all you'll have to do is, since I added you, I guess, to my Google circles, you just have to click my name and then bam, fuck, I'm here, you know. Now, if you want to do, yeah, you know, but the only thing is, if you want to set it up with other people, you have to kind of do the same process. Just remember that you have to put their email in, whatever their email to their to their Google is, or their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, here we are.
This is so weird. I have to get used to the camera because it's like it's fucking with my eyes.
All right, well, make sure you're not looking at the delayed video.
I'm not looking at delay.
All right,
I'm just using that as to see who's coming on. You know.
Okay. Do you have 2 screens or 1?
I have one screen.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. Because you can cover. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm covering up the other.
Yeah, cover the other one up. Just leave the chat where you could see the chat on the side. You know, so you know, just so you can always keep an eye on that. Whatever, just in case people have questions or.
There we go. I see. I can do. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm moving you over.
Yeah, move it over the other one so you're not like fucking, you know, confusing your brain and seeing multiple versions of us at different times, you know? Because some of us are going to be in the past about 5 seconds, so that could fuck us up a little.
This is so weird. I just enlarged it. Crap. There we go.
But yeah.
I got it now. Okay. Yeah, this is cool as hell.
This is cool.
I like that. Now we have 2 instead of 1. I don't have to be the only one.
You don't even have to be the only one now. But yeah, like I guess real quick, now I guess if we want to get into what happened yesterday with what you all right, I want to say this, because I hate fucking typing, honestly, because I don't get my point across as good. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you were saying you felt like you were seeing that you were with like the Nazis or the dark forces.
Yeah.
Okay. And you were a little worried about that.
Yeah, I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, what I was trying to tell you was this, and I said you were a spy in a way, but I didn't mean you were working for the bad guys spy. I meant you were working for the little people with the bad guys. Okay, you get what I'm saying? That's why I feel you were close with them, because you were close with them. You even did make some friendships with some of them guys that you were able to turn to the good side, basically. That's what you did. That's why you're conflicted in yourself, because you're seeing yourself as like a Nazi at one time, but you were not a Nazi. You weren't a bad guy. Never. Again, I know people watching this, they probably don't realize that me and you have been talking a little while about certain things, but never have I known you at any point to be involved in any kind of evil, you know. It's just not in your nature. We're not perfect, and I'm not going to say you never did any bad things. We all have. We all lied. We've all cheated. We all stole when we had to, but not with no evil intentions. It's more like, if you would have to steal, you would have had to. You stole out of necessity. You stole because you needed to feed a family, or you needed to feed a child, or an injured animal. You get what I'm saying? You you didn't steal, you know, money so you could be a rich motherfucker. Like, you know, it was never about profit for you, you know. So I didn't want you to have a conflict in your head thinking that you were a fucked up person or a fucked up being at one time. Either you were. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I feel like it's when I saw it, then my heart kind of stopped and say I was shocked that I was part of that. You know, that's the only thing. It was weird me being part of it. You know, being part of the Dark Fleet. because
It-
it's strange.
It
you know?
shocked you. It was nice to, in a way. Some of this stuff is cool to see happening. Like if you rewatch your videos, and when you're getting when you're getting like triggered memories from, it could have been other lifetimes, and it could be this lifetime too. Like when you're younger as a child, like just things that you've forgotten, over the years, things that a lot of your I believe a lot of your, but you say you don't dream all that much, but a lot of people when they dream, that's what they're seeing. They're seeing a lot of their past. That's why when you see unfamiliar faces in your dreams, they're familiar to you, even though you can't recognize the face, but you feel like you can confide in these people and I don't even, I'm people in general. They could look like creatures, alien life forms or whatever you want to call them, even animal spirits,
Yeah.
even non-physical things, like something that would kind of look like a ghostly, something, but you're not afraid of it. You're comfortable with it. These are like past memories that you still need to fill in the blanks.
Yeah. I
And
have a lot of blanks.
yeah, you got a lot of blanks because you could tell if anybody watched the video you did yesterday, where you got hit a couple times. You got hit strong, where you were tingling. You were saying you were feeling in a good way, at times, like especially when you were listening to that bit of when I showed you the Doctor Who picture, and then
helicopter.
Oh shit, all right.
I never had a helicopter go over me.
Fucking helicopter, geez.
Yeah, that's the first one. That's the first helicopter that ever went over me. Over my it went exactly over my house.
Fucking watching us, these motherfuckers now. They're on to us. They know now we're talking and we're doing Google Hangouts, and we're gonna expose a lot of shit, and we're gonna talk about a lot of shit over forever.
Yeah.
As long as we can do it. I don't have a time frame. But yeah.
That was weird because that's the first helicopter. I never had any kind of. That was low flying too.
It's weird.
It was like, yeah, that was strange. It was low flying.
I heard it. Yeah.
I never had anything like that. So
that is something, Michelle.
It's a start.
It's a start.
Starting of something. Oh my God.
It's a good start. Don't worry. Don't worry your head on any of this shit. Anyway,
my energy just went up.
But in a good way?
A weird way. It's like
in a weird way?
Because I could feel I think I just felt the people inside inside the fucking cockpit. I don't know.
Damn, wow, shit. Well, I guess you were probably close enough.
Yeah, it's like, but it's kind of like, it's weird. It's like an adrenalizing too. When I feel it, it's like, ooh, yeah.
That's cool. I like that. I like to hear that. But
I'm like the point. I'm at the point. It's like I like weird.
But weird is good.
I'm okay with it.
I'll tell you this: weird and the fantastic is our normal. Okay, that's our normal. It's weird, whatever. Whatever. We all have different beliefs in different things, and the way, and we're always learning. So as long as you can admit you're a creature of always learning, that's cool. That means you're a cool person, because that means you're open-minded to a lot of different things, And we're going to go over a lot of shit, believe me, over time. But just because people might not know who the fuck I am and who the fuck you're talking to. They're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who cares?
Like who's this guy in his dark room?
But practically no one knows me. I only have like 7 people following me.
Oh, okay. Well, just all right. Well, just so your 7 people that follow you know, and the assholes too, because I don't really give a fuck. If the
15 assholes.
Yeah, you got, well, probably like I said, it's probably like a lot less.
Yeah.
It's one it's a group. What did we say? What did we come to the conclusion last night? Like I said, you said you felt about 4. I said I felt about 5. I felt about, well, 4 males and a female. The female is like like you said, there was one that said she was a witch or something, or putting curses
I'm gonna
on
put a
you and
hex
shit.
on you. Yeah.
That's a girl. That's a girl. Girls say that shit. Not usually. Usually, too many guys don't say that. I know there's guys that like to pretend they're girls, but the other ones, like I was saying, because I was in a lot of your chat yesterday, and a lot of the accounts were multiples of the same person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There were different ones, but you have to kind of go by a bit how they're writing. They're always going to change up their writing a little bit. Like you said, they play they're playing good cop, bad cop.
Yep, exactly.
So you'll get somebody on that'll say, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
You know, and then like what, a couple minutes later, they'll insult you in some kind of way. You know.
Yeah, the way they do it, they insult. They get to know you, be friendly, and then they use this when you're friendly with them. Then they use your words against you. That's the way it works.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand their game. You know,
they're seeing what affects you. They're seeing what might bother you. You know, I know you have a pretty thick skin, but I understand. I mean, things can still, hurt you.
Yeah.
It's only natural. You know, we have feelings. You know what I mean? I mean, these people are getting off on saying some pretty fucked up shit. Let me say, by the way, pretty fucked up shit. Like, let me think. Your girl, Ilana, right? That's her name. That's how you say it, Ilana.
Yeah.
Now, some of the shit that was being said about her was fucked up. Like, clearly fucked up. Like, that's. It's like, I know I've seen, like, we were seeing some where they were making fun of you. Okay, they were making fun of your appearance, and calling you names or calling you gay or shit like whatever, shit like that. Okay, but it's not that it's acceptable, but I can deal with that a little more because that's just like fucking kids' name calling fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But the shit that they were saying about her, that's fucking deep fucked up shit.
Yeah.
That's ugly. And I know what you told me. I'm not gonna say I know things have you said with her and stuff, and if people know certain things about her and they're trying to really, really fucking dig at her, and that's a fucking disgusting, deep, sick.
Yeah, they're trying to make her commit suicide.
Yeah, I can't think of anything worse other than like those whoever's doing it physically harming her. Other than physical, they're mentally trying to get to her and you by saying, they're just saying. I don't even want to repeat what they said on here. In time, I will discuss those kinds of things, but like I said, right now we're fucking around and we're kind of practicing. But yeah, to these guys really doing this shit, it's really not cool. It's really not fucking cool. And if you're really, it might be. I don't even know how that's funny to somebody. Like even I can get maybe. I mean, I'm not. I can get because you go live. Okay, I see you, and I could see them laughing at you, and they're getting you upset. And when they're saying stupid shit, I can understand. Okay, they're getting a kick out of that. A childlike mind, you know what I mean? I get it. Okay, they're kind of bullying you a little bit. You're defending yourself. They're like, "Oh, look at this person, fucking, I'm getting them upset or whatever the fuck." But I get it. Still fucking horrible. But the shit they're saying to her, that's really going far. And I see what names they're using for their fucking screen names, and I'm not gonna say that certain people are connected to certain groups or whatever the fuck, but It's fucking disgusting. It really fucking is, man. Because I see that you're trying, to in your own way, you're trying to educate people. I know you're all over the place when you're talking sometimes, but I understand where you're coming from. You want people to learn things that you experience. You want people to, or you want to talk about things, which I like too. You want to talk about things that a lot of people aren't talking about. You
That's what I want.
want to talk about, like say MK Ultra. That's a big one. I definitely would like to do a whole show on that eventually. You know what I mean? Different things with the government. I ain't that worried about the government. I mean they're pretty fucking transparent. All they really care about is money.
Yeah, I know.
That's their thing, and there is power there. There is creeps up at the top that are sexual deviants too to children. I mean, there is that. Again, it's not per se all of them, but there's always some faction of fucking evil, everywhere. Well, you could be evil poor people, evil rich people, like it's those people that are fucking disgusting. Anytime they're doing any like real harm to kids or animals, that's my big fucking deal. I'll go harming children or any really harming people and really torturing people in general is fucked up. Same with animals. I don't fucking dig that fucking shit either. I've defended some fucking animals in my fucking time when I really fucking had to, brutally. Yeah. And taking care of the planet, taking care of the planet. You want people to take care of the planet. You want to throw some ideas around. What would be better? It would be, I don't know. It's just ideas. It's some things I don't think people are talking about. I think a lot of people are so nowadays one-sided to the degree where you have. All right, let's use. I know we're jumping all over the fucking place again, everybody. This is an example of what things that will come up, even if I'm not finishing every fucking topic I'm bringing up. But even things, let's just say the government here in America, for example, it's so split. It's split. It goes either hard this way or hard that way. Instead of really people being able to come together and have cool discussions, and shit like that, maybe solving problems. They're all acting like a bunch of fucking babies to me.
Yeah.
I mean, we could agree on certain things and disagree. Like, you could be pro-life or pro-choice or whatever the fuck, but at least there should be a discussion there. You know what I mean? Instead of one side bashing the other, it's just fucking not solving anything. It's just making everything fucking shitty. Really,
I think we should have no sides. We should have just one side.
Exactly. In a way, and for us to, I guess again, since we live here in our country, using it as an example, for us to help anybody, we have to fix ourselves internally, really, which I don't know if that's ever possible. Because you have there should be nobody living on the streets.
No,
there should be not one motherfucker living on the streets. Not one. There should not be fucking one. No way.
That's why we're like a level 1. Because I found out that we are like a level 1. There's different levels of. I found out there's different levels of evolution in a way.
Yeah, there is.
And
well, that's the whole world in general. There should be nobody fucking living on the fucking streets.
No.
There should not be. There's too much land that you could. It might not be the best places, but I mean, make some little homes for these people. Yeah. Maybe not with all the luxuries, but you know what I mean. At least roof over their head. Keep warm, keep cool or whatever, and some food. You know? It's fucking disgusting. It's really fucking disgusting.
Build like a hotel, like fucking, build like a hotel.
It could be something like that, yeah. And train these people. Give them school. Give them schooling, Teach them a trade. Teach them to be an electrician, a plumber, or just something, so they can
do something that they like to do. You
Yeah,
know?
so they can at least integrate into society again, just the way it is. I mean, that's just the way it is right now. So you either, just like you said, either, I mean, you got to work, you got to be the slave for right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
I know.
maybe one day it'll be like Star Trek,
Yeah,
where we can all do our careers passionately and not have to make money,
yeah.
and everybody has their house and there's food everywhere for everybody. You know what I
It's
mean?
it sucks to live in this world. You know, for me, personally, for me, I don't feel it sucks because I don't feel like I'm part of this time. You know, I feel like I'm ahead of time. You know, instead of
Yeah,
it's weird because it's I feel like I'm from the future, and also I'm here and I say, what the fuck, you know?
yeah, I know what you're saying. It's like, it could be. It's like this. You know what's possible. You know what is possible. But right now, you have to hang out here. You
Yeah,
know, eventually, yeah. It's one of those things. I know some people will say, "Well, the world's going to get worse, or it'll get better." I feel it can get better. It can get better, but you're gonna need more open-minded people. You're gonna
yeah.
need more people working together on solving things.
The
Hunger,
solution create
yeah,
solutions. You know,
you need hunger solutions. I mean,
that's the first
fuck.
thing we got to do is get rid of the put the homeless in houses and put the people that
Yeah,
are hungry in
yeah.
housing.
I know.
Like that.
I know there are people out there, are scientists out there, working on shit and all for for food and all to make but the price of food is fucking ridiculous. Okay, we all
Yeah,
we both let's put it this way. You and I, let's just use our life here, or how we are. When we grew up, say back in the '80s, shit was cheap. Shit
yeah.
was cheap. Shit was cheap. Okay, my mom, even when my adopted parents, my parents were, my dad just worked. He worked his job. He was an electrician. He worked. My mom stayed at home.
Yeah.
They had a normal, what you would call like normal life. Lived in a decent neighborhood, had a house, had what your two standard nice vehicles.
Yeah, that's my
Off of
dad.
off of just your dad working. Your mom didn't have to. Now I need two jobs. My wife needs to work just to live comfortably, and still it's almost paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah,
But
you can't live like that. You
but the
cannot
only
live like that.
no, it sucks. But because everything goes up in price, homes go up in price, food
Yeah,
goes up in price, entertainment goes up in price, but our
because
fucking paychecks are not going up in price enough.
I
Right?
know.
Not
Yeah, because
enough.
it's funny. The housing is like it's like they always want the housing go up in value because when it goes up in value because they want to they want to make the interest when they sell the house.
Yeah.
So like the next person like this house, I found the original price of this house.
Yeah.
It was 65,000,
Okay.
and they sold it to me at 115,000.
There you
You know,
go. They
and
totally ripped you off.
yeah,
They
and
ripped
then
you off.
and they tell me that's a good thing because if it goes up in value, because when I sell this house, I got to sell it for like 120, 130,000 just to make a profit off of it.
Yeah. Then you got to up the price, just to make a
Yeah.
profit off it. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
And you know who wins? The banks. The
The
banks end up
banks.
winning, and the mortgage and the fucking the real estate
Yeah,
people
they
end
do.
up winning. You know,
That's
and I
true.
end up and I'm stuck with the payments, which
That's true.
it is fucking it pisses me off. You know, that's why I didn't want to buy I didn't want to buy $140,000 or $150,000 house. I didn't want to pay $1,000 a month mortgage payment. You know.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous, Michelle. You did get a comment on here. You got a Christine.
Oh,
Hello.
Christine.
Hello to Christine out there in
Oh,
Neverland.
Christine. Yeah, she's my friend.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
she's a
All right.
moderator. You can see
Oh,
the
okay. All
moderator.
right. I see. All right. I
Any-
see.
Anybody that's a moderator, that's a real person. So,
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll have to get used to that.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I'm starting to see it now. Hey, Christine. This is Mike. Just to let you know.
Hello, Christine.
Oh, finally.
But
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
have the trolls don't. I found out the trolls they don't come in till about. It takes them about 5 minutes.
oh, I'll tell you this too. You know, the funny thing last night you were able to talk for a good long while, without the any of the trolls that you, whatever, I don't know, why do we call them trolls? Where did that even come from?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
it gives good trolls a bad name. I don't think all trolls are bad. The trolls, But anyway, the they s- they were getting annoyed with you and they stopped talking. If you when you started talking about things and you were being happy, like when you started talking about music, you remember going through that and we were
Oh
talking
yeah,
about fucking Queen, David Bowie,
yeah. They
fucking
stopped.
Scorpions. They were getting annoyed and they totally fucking stopped. They stopped because you were being happy. You were being happy. They want to see you annoyed. They want to see you upset. They want to see you coming back at them. I don't. It's a bully mentality. I don't get it. And these guys are probably they probably were bullied themselves, or I don't know.
I
I
feel
don't
like they
know.
were bullied. I think they were like outcasts. I always believed that they were outcasts. And they have nobody else. So if somebody else is picking on them, and then they have to find an outlet and find somebody like me to pick on, or somebody else out there to pick on.
Yeah, because they probably can't. You said this has been going on for like over a year or so.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, a year. It's like if the past like 2 or 3 years, I never had one troll, one, and then all of a sudden this last year
You became famous with trolls, I guess. Yeah.
yeah they and
Um.
then ever since I met Ilana, and then I watched I watched the trolls on Ilana. It's like, yeah, they're hitting her harder than they're hitting me.
Are they really?
They were hitting Ilana hard. They want her to commit suicide.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying yesterday, it was yesterday. Even just the things they were saying about her in your chat were pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, the raping part, the part they always say we have control of Ilana,
Mhm.
we're raping her, and it's like that's the sick part of what these fuckers are.
What did she make? What did she make videos about?
She talks about MK Ultra mostly. Her main focus is MK Ultra because she says she used to work for back in one of her lives. She used to be with MK Ultra. She was one of the workers for them. She was
Huh.
part of it. And then all of a sudden now comes to this life. She died on that life, and then all of a sudden it follows her. MK Ultra just follows her. It's like in the 1960s that where she used to work, and
I'm
somehow
gonna.
that brought her to here. It's
I
weird.
want to give me a sec. I want to go to her channel a second.
Okay.
What is her
Yeah.
channel under? I know I subscribe to it. Hold on.
It's Ilona Bart. It's capital. I think it's capitalized now.
Ilona
Yeah. Ilona.
Bart.
Yeah. BAR. I think it's D or R. Let me look. Ilona Bard, Beard.
You know what's funny? As I'm typing her name in, you know how it finishes shit for you. It says
Yeah.
Alana Beard J Essex.
What?
Yeah, on my screen as I'm typing it in. If I showed you, uh,
Oh yeah, she's talking about her video on this one.
hold
For
on.
just 8 hours ago, talks about video trolls on my channel. Rape hate. Welcome to my normal. They talk about rape hate with her.
Video about trolls on my channel. Rape hate. Ooh. Okay. Interesting.
It's always about raping with her. The trolls always talk about raping.
How long has she had this channel?
Oh, her old channel got
Yeah.
shut. She shut down her old channel because she didn't like her family was talking about her. You know, wanted her to shut her channel because she was talking bad. She's talking, giving her family a bad reputation. So they shut her down. So she created this new channel, and it's all small letter case on that one, on our old channel.
And she doesn't associate with her family, really?
Yeah, she don't. Yeah, her family. Her family has a grudge against her. You know, because her daddy was a pedophile. You know.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, her dad was a pedophile, and that's why these trolls, since her daddy's a pedophile, so these trolls will troll her about that, relating to that, and then MK Ultra and the way she lives and how she lives and they'll find any advantage of breaking her down, because I realize they because they deal with anything because since you're homeless, if you think about it, if you're homeless and you have to make money, you have to sell your body, you know.
And as of right now, she's homeless?
Yeah, she is homeless. She's living in a she's at a what you call it, those shelters. She's at a homeless shelter. She lives she's at a homeless shelter right now. Yeah.
I'm looking at her, I guess her newest video now.
Yeah, she's talking about the trolls, the last live video I did, and then she knows that the trolls are using rape and control.
Oh,
And
she's shown. Yeah, but some of the people, some of the comments are the same ones that we had last night.
yeah, they are.
So, shit.
Because it's everything. See, the way they works is that Ilona is homeless, and these fucking trolls don't give a fuck that they don't care about her, that she is really homeless, and then they're calling her hooker. They say they control her. It's like that's a sick fuck that would say that, and then turn around. It's like they want want her to commit suicide, So I think they're leading her to commit suicide. That's how I feel that's why they're hitting her hard.
Some of them are some of these are pictures of her.
Yeah.
Right? Like no, some of the people, the accounts are pictures of her.
Yeah, they stole her pictures. They done it to me. They stole my pictures.
Yeah,
they stole my family's pictures, and they use my family against me. So that's what they do. That's how hard these guys are looking for. These guys are no jokes. These guys are looking for. They're finding every kind of weakness that they can find on you to make you angry, to make you. It's funny. They found my ex-girlfriend's picture.
Okay.
And they used that against me about my ex. And then they got my mom and my dad's photograph, and they used that. And then they got my brother's photograph, and they used that against me. And then they used me. They found the other version of me, and they used that against me. This is not your normal trolls here. These trolls are more. These trolls want to hit hard. If you notice that.
But you know what? Look, somebody here, or somebody knows you, or how they own you don't have. All right, let me put it this way. Oh, the pictures that they're taking from her are on her Google or her Google account, or like where are these pictures from? Or are they from a Facebook?
Facebook. They're taking off Facebook. They're taking off of Google's, YouTube. They took off my Facebook. The picture that I showed Lana.
Yeah.
they hacked into Facebook. And when me and Lana were talking, and I showed Lana the picture of my family, so they hacked into my Facebook, and they were watching me showing the photograph of my family. So they took all the pictures from my family, and they used that against me. So they were hacking my computer. They were looking through Facebook.
I don't know if I can. Fuck. I'd like to do something on that eventually.
Yeah, because these people.
That's somebody I'm not saying all of them, but or how somebody knows you, or somebody like that knows you both, or is friends with one is, and is jealous or something. That's fucking weird. To know where your Facebook is, to look you up on Facebook. I don't know how to go about fucking.
You know when you talk on live chat, live video, when you do the live chat on Facebook, like we do, they hacked into that, and they were watching me and Ilana talk, and that's when I showed the photograph of my family, and they took the photograph. And they use it as a troll. They took all the pictures of my family, and they use it They used it against me.
Okay, how about the picture you're talking about? Because I don't know what it is.
I'll show you. I have.
You know what? Out of curiosity, if you could. I mean, but we're live.
I don't care. Everybody knows.
All right.
I don't care now. This. They stole they were watching me. They were stealing this picture.
So you held that up to Alana and they captured it somehow.
Yeah, they hacked. They hacked into my computer. They hacked into my computer or hacked into Lana's computer. And
what exactly what did they do with the picture?
They used it against me. They were using the photograph against me, if you notice that. They were using it. They were trying to hurt me with. They were using my family against me. And
on Facebook.
Yeah, and on YouTube. They don't mess with me on Facebook. I noticed that now. They do not mess with me on Facebook. But
so
they do mess.
Somebody made a YouTube channel showing the picture, like showing it in videos, or?
Oh no, they never. Oh, that's one thing that's weird about it. They never made a YouTube video of me. I found out these trolls don't make YouTube videos.
Well, how'd you see the picture on YouTube?
It's like when you see magical, your picture and then the magical Sasquatch.
Oh, they made an account using the picture.
Yeah, they put all my pictures in their account.
Okay. Yeah. So they made a YouTube channel with the pictures.
A fake account. They made a fake account with all my family's pictures, and everything. So yeah, they made a fake account of me. So they were using me. They made a fake account on my on YouTube. They used my picture and they used my name and they created a fake account.
Wow.
Yeah. Somebody has it personal. I think this is personal.
Yes. I'm not gonna.
It feels like it's personal.
I'm gonna honestly say this. I know you have a problem with the McDonald's
McAsshole.
Yeah. But I don't think that's separate from that.
Yeah, I know he's not the main one.
That's separate. That's just a goof.
Yeah.
Somebody using your family pictures and making YouTube channels. That's fucked up. That's somebody that that's somebody that knows you or knows your Alana. I would say in some way, and they're trying to get to you guys. I don't know why.
I think somebody deep There's something deeper. I think this goes really deep, you know, in some parts.
But could she have family members that are fucked up?
Yeah, she has family members that are. I think it's some part of me says it's her sister or her brother, you know, that are fucking with her. Because I heard that's what she said, that it's either her sister or brother are fucking with her. And I think it's one of the families that's fucking with me, you know, because I realized I think I saw her sister. And then I said something back. Then I told her, "Yeah, I'm watching you." And then she never even fucked with Ilana, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, it seems like I got to her before, because she's kind of like her sister is fucked up. I can tell you that, you know.
Yeah, to be honest with you, and that the personal stuff I think is coming from her end, or somebody that is with her, or somebody that knows her.
Her sister's the only person that knows her, and she has an ex-boyfriend, which that's not. I don't see him as the big deal. But I think the sister and the brother they had and the mom have a grudge on Ilana, because Ilana talks about MK Ultra, talks about the pedophile ring going on within their family, you know.
Oh, okay.
And they don't like I realize they don't like to hear that, you know. They try to shut her down. They're trying to sue her because she's always bringing up pedophile, because her dad was a pedophile. Her dad, I found out her dad is a pedophile, and he's dead. Her dad is dead right now. So yeah, her dad has molested her. You know, that's what it comes up to. That's what I realized, that her dad molested her when she was like, I don't know.
Then the rest of her family just really, they want to sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, and they don't want her to talk about it because it ruins their reputation on who they are, and that's the reason why they're trying to shut her down. You know, because she's she's, you know, the MK Ultra thing. You know, the things that she's gone through, the hell that she's going through. You know.
And her family was involved in that?
Yeah, her family, somehow the family is like, I don't know. I feel like the family is, I feel so much negative from the family, you know?
Yeah.
There's nothing positive about them. It's funny, her brother bullied her. You know, her brother always bullied her, always hit her all the time. So yeah, there's something wrong with our family, you know? So
yeah.
She didn't get crazy. Yeah. You know, Lana just didn't get crazy the way she is right now. Her family created her, you know. Her lifestyle created her, you know, because they always bashed on her. Because I feel like she's always been bashed. She's always been put down. And she tries hard to please her family, you know. She tries her hardest to please her family. And this seems like they're not satisfied enough, you know, with her. You know,
she's a kind girl.
Yeah, very, very extremely. You know,
I'd like to talk to her at some point. Where is she? Is it bed? Is she sleeping at this time? I don't know what time.
Yeah, she's sleeping right now. I just talked to her not too long ago.
She's okay today.
Yeah, she's okay.
For what she's.
Yeah.
I mean, no, being homeless is not okay, but
she has a bed. She's have a bed. She has a warm place to stay. And she's safe right now. I told her to try to get in the homeless shelter as much as you can, you know, and try to go see a therapist. I'm trying to get her to get a letter so she can go over here, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I told her I want to marry her. I already told her I want to marry her, so I'm going to marry her.
Good.
So I told her once you get here, I'll marry you. You can stay
big wedding
here.
Or what? Big wedding?
Nah. I'm gonna make one. I don't want weddings. I don't like weddings.
What about doing it on a boat?
I'll do it on a boat. I'll just go and get a rowboat. I'm gonna get a rowboat. Will you marry me?
Well, you can make it fun. You can make it fun without it being extravagant, you know.
In my last marriage, I got married in Key West. You know, it was really extravagant. It was just me and her when I got married. You know,
Wow.
On a beach. We were on the beach, and a plane happened to fly over us. It was weird.
Oh
You know?
shit! They were watching you.
Yeah, they were watching me. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a great marriage I had. I married her for 1 year.
For 1 year?
I had a relationship with her for about 6 years, and then 1 year everything went downhill. It was weird.
Jeez. Wait,
Yeah.
Don't get into it.
I'm
Not
not.
yet.
I'm not.
Not yet. Not yet.
That's just the
Let's
idea.
not give the the bottom feeders here anything to use against you right now.
Yeah, basically I know they watch my videos. They watch
I'm
every
sure.
single word I say on my videos. Talk about obsession. This person has an obsession about everything I say. This person's looking for the wrong words. You know, he's waiting for me to make a mistake.
Yeah.
You know? Because I realize that now. He's waiting for me. It's a he. I feel like it's a he instead of she.
On that end, yeah. I'd say the Mick Fucker one you were talking about. That's a guy.
Yeah, he's big dickheads here every fucking day.
That's a guy just fucking busting your ass. You know, that's the one the one that the other ones that are talking the shit on her channel is the ones I'm more concerned with.
Yeah.
Because the only reason, honestly, I think they know her. I know she's making videos, and I can tell by the titles. Yeah, she opens up a lot, but
it's her sister. I think it's her sister. You know, that's the only person she knows. I think that I know. I think it's her sister her sister doesn't like me. You know, she thinks I'm a waste. You know.
Yeah.
She doesn't. She told Alana, you could do better. You know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really? Like, you know, really? I mean.
Yeah, that's what her sister says.
Who has a right? Who has a right to judge on love or who you?
Yeah, I know. I don't get it. I don't because I'm not.
I get it. I get it. If you were some kind of fucking. Yeah, you want to defend your family. Yeah, if she was with somebody abusive or something, and she could, you know, be like, "Yo, that guy's hitting you way too much." No, I understand that, but geez,
Yeah.
you got. I know you really care about her. You do express that a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep her sane. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep her sane. I'm trying to keep her heads up. You know, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what I always done. Is I try to keep her head up, and then I'm trying to talking to her today. I kind of like calmed her down. I calmed her nerves down. You know.
Yeah.
Because that's the way I think that's the way I project myself to her. It's like I just want her to feel safe. I want her to. I just let her think, you know, and giving her choice, you know, and just telling her this is what you should do. I'm recommending to her. I'm not forcing it to her. I'm just telling her, you know, it's right. Like I'm trying to get her morale up. That's all I'm doing right now.
That's all you can do right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. You know, there's really nothing physical yet. You know. Yeah. Other like you said, if she's able to get to be with you under the same roof, you know, then you guys can really be happy and experience that. You know, just happiness, just being together.
Yeah, because just
being together.
Yeah, she found me just like you found me. You know, she found me just like you did. It's like all of a sudden she appeared out of nowhere and say, "Hey, I know you." We were. She knew my past.
Like
she knew
a magnet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She knew all about my past, and then all of a sudden some things popped out of my head, and all of a sudden I was a mantid. and I'm sleeping next to her in bed while she's a humanoid. And I say, how?
All right.
What the fuck? How do we, but she said, yeah, she loved me no matter what I was, if I
Yeah.
was because I saw the manted part of me. It's like, and it's like, and I look at her and say, what the hell? Why are you, how does this work?
Well, that's
But it
who
worked.
that's who she is, I would say. She's the type
Yeah.
of person that sees more inner beauty in people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she don't care outside. She's more into your spirit, just how you are inside, basically.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like, well, because when on the other life, when I was a mantid, it was kind of strange because it's kind of you're I'm like a big huge bug, and then I'm here with a humanoid
Yeah,
flesh
of course.
flesh woman, and somehow she makes it work, which is weird. And then here I am, look at me now. I'm I still see myself as the monster on the inside, but it's like, but it's like, but she doesn't see it that way, She sees something else on the inside is really deep.
You're hardly the thing, like I was telling you before. You're never like that. This life that you lived here in your body. You went through a lot of fucked up shit. You went through a lot of bullying. You went through a lot of, you just wanted to be accepted, or
Yeah,
you just wanted to have good friends and hang out and do what everybody else was doing, and people pushed you away and that kind of shit. Kind of
yeah, when I,
kind of put you in a shell, which
yeah,
is, in a way, which is perfect for your name to be Michelle, because
yeah,
you're in a shell. Um,
yeah,
but for you,
Michelle,
but for you,
exactly.
like I told you before, you're more of a giver. That's why you do have some friends here or people here that like listening to you. And even, I'm not going to say everybody's going to agree with everything you're saying, but I think some people like listening to you and hearing what you have to say. But we do have a question on
Yeah,
how do
Christine.
you how do you know Michelle from another life? Well, geez, that's okay. Definitely, we'll get into that. But again, tonight is just a practice for us
Yeah,
fucking around here. But basically, Michelle and I are like we're like siblings. Okay, now not we're not right now. We're not naturally related blood or anything like that here. But over the past, we have been. Now, how do I know it? It's Okay, I guess to simply explain it is I just had an overwhelming feeling. I've died twice. I've had stage 4 cancer. Died being operated on for a couple minutes, and then I overdosed on medication I was put on. And I did discuss this with Michelle about 3 years ago. I overdosed on medicine, of course, and I'm not really one to really fucking take medicine, but I had to at that point. And my heart stopped, and I was out for about almost 6 minutes something. I don't remember the exact fucking, but like I was telling Michelle, to me it felt like years, years I was out. When I woke up back here, I had so many fucking experiences still jumbled in my head that I'm trying to get out. That's why I do want to. I'm going to start doing stuff on my channel here. I went through. I'll give you one example. I went through a whole almost lifetime of I don't want to say but more like a Sasquatch. That's why I do like the name. Now this is a long time ago. A Sasquatch, living with Sasquatch family, with other Sasquatch people. Of course, there was other creatures there, but the main thing is I was a Sasquatch. Michelle was there. Michelle was my sibling. most of the time, I don't want to get into the sex of everything, but most of the time with Michelle, as she feels like a woman to a degree here. But like I said, I don't want to get into that. But usually when I'm with Michelle, she was always mostly a male for the most part, always a male. Female traits, but very kind and generous being at all times. How I know I'm jumping all over the place, but her name her current name now that she uses, the Michelle Best name, went through my head as I was dreaming, as I was when I did have the experience, it did, but I didn't think much of nothing. I didn't think anything really of it. But Michelle Best, for some reason, doesn't even sound like a real name, honestly, to me. And at this point, I don't even know if that's Michelle's real last name. Like I said, I haven't really got too personal with Michelle. We have been talking for a little bit over a week now. But that name, I looked on, and I told Michelle the same thing. I looked her up online on Google, and on Facebook, there's a few Michelle Bests, and the one that really grabbed me was her account here, because she had the clouds, and Michelle was always good at seeing things in the clouds, seeing images, and very artistic, like you do now, like where you see you see dragons and stuff,
Yeah.
Although it's not, it's just what you're seeing, You are always one to lay down and look up. Like I told Michelle, I was not the opposite, but I was more. I like looking in the dark. I like looking into the stars. It's almost like me and Michelle were always close, like a yin and yang, kind of not opposite, but different in a way. But I want to get more into it really at some point when I do start making my videos on my channel. But for you guys out there that think one thing of Michelle here is she's not exactly who you think she is. She has a lot of ideas. She's still a little conflicted with herself, which we're working on together. I mean, I had to go through some shit alone to figure some shit out in my own fucking head on what I've seen, and I'm not one to go online because I see a lot of bullshit, a lot of really far-fetched shit. I only know what I experienced, and I talk to others that experience things too, other real healers, which I also can do, but these don't, if anything, never trust. Here, I'll shout this out to anybody, and we don't have to mention any names, but don't ever fucking trust anybody that wants to take a fucking a dollar off you for any kind of what some might call like a crank up or a reading or anything. Don't. And I'm not even saying, I won't even say these people don't have any abilities, but they're not doing it. They're not doing it for you. They're doing it for themselves. They're taking money off you. Anybody that can heal or get, or if you want to say give abilities or just help you out in any way, and if they really have that power, they should never, never, never take money off you. That's not the answer. It's really not. I understand it takes money and to make money and all that shit, but having the power of healing, and I'm not talking about doctors and shit. I know they need medical equipment and shit like that, but I mean somebody in their body that can physically touch someone and heal them mentally a lot. Mental healing people mentally isn't that hard to learn. Physically, it can get difficult. It's more difficult. Okay, I'm not saying you can heal somebody with cerebral palsy or anything like that. It's that's the next level skill that I don't think anybody on this planet right now has. But mental healers, some physical when it comes to microorganisms, cancer. which I've learned I did on myself. Like I said, I had stage 4 cancer, and none of the medicines was working on me. I had to focus my energy on myself with the help of another healer that taught me how to heal myself. You know, which I do want to get into more on when I'm doing videos. I don't know if I'm rambling on too much, Michelle, or not, but
So keep talking.
I'm just trying to give everybody my package into a smaller package.
Yeah.
That's kind of that kind of sounds penis referencey, but I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like it's hard for me to say everything because I could go on and on for a long time. That's why I do want to start doing things on my channel where I do want to get, like I was telling Michelle a little earlier, I do want to have Michelle on. I do want to talk to Michelle. I want to get raw with Michelle. Okay. Really raw, like really get into her mind. And then we'll be able to experience some things together. Like I said, and Michelle, I'll tell you this with Michelle. One thing Michelle's not is a bullshitter. Okay. I'm sure you guys and girls out there know that. Michelle, I'm not saying we've all told a fib. Okay. We're not fucking perfect, but Michelle, when she's expressing herself, is very, very honest, upset, sad, happy. She's honest about it. And this past week, I've been trying to trigger some of Michelle's past experiences, and I don't always mean past life but those two. But even as a child being here, but I've seen it. You can watch a couple, even last night's video. The way I can see Michelle is I could see her energy, if you want to call it energy or whatever you want to call it. I could see her energy at all times. And then the odd thing is when I first talked to her, I think the first thing I said, I see green around you, green. And she's like, oh yeah, green. She understood that. But the way that your color can fluctuate, the lighter it gets, like last night, Michelle, if you do, I mean, seriously, I know Michelle makes fucking long ass motherfucking videos. Okay. Yeah. They're not fucking easy to watch. I mean, because we live a life too, we can't watch the Truman Show of Michelle's fucking life. It's hard. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard, but if you do skip around and you get to the part of last night's video, especially where Michelle was, talking about music. As soon as you it's weird. As soon as you started getting into all the music that you enjoy, and you had other people in the chat throwing out some cool groups and shit. Like you had a cool thing going on, where we're naming groups and shit. The fucking you were glowing like a fucking, you snap them fucking green glow sticks and shake them up and they glow. To me, that's what I was seeing with you. You were so fucking happy. You were feeling almost childlike, like in awe, like wow, you were having a good fucking time. Like you were comfortable, you were smiling, you were naturally laughing, which is great for you. Laugh as much as the fuck you can. Yeah. And especially then we got into the where you were talking about Doctor Who, and you said, well, I'm a big fucking I'm a science fiction fan in general. I love all that shit. But we were talking about Doctor Who, and you're like, yeah, I remember when I was a kid or in the 80s, I watched the guy with the big nose and shit. And I knew who exactly you were talking about because I know all the doctors. But and I sent you a picture of him. And the look on your face as soon as you saw them, like if you even watch yourself, if you rewatch that, you might be able to see yourself glowing, okay, in a way. And then on top of I sent you the video because I wanted you to hear his voice, because I think you might have forgot his voice. Yeah. But as soon as you heard his voice, you you felt it. You started getting tingly. I was
Yeah.
feeling it. I was feeling what you were feeling. It like really, it's almost like the feeling of being a kid on Christmas and really getting that gift you really wanted. Like that happy feeling that just,
Yeah.
that only usually children as it can have. As long as you had a happy childhood, you
I
know
was
what I'm
happy to
saying.
see him. You
Yeah, you
know.
were happy. It was like you were seeing an old friend.
Yeah. It's like
It
I hadn't
really
seen
was.
him in so long. You know.
And I think what happened, which is weird because that's you. Your happiness, your happiness. Everybody that was watching it, I guarantee, because at that point there was nobody talking shit, nothing. Even if they were watching, even if them assholes were fucking watching you, your, your energy shot out like a like uh, it just shot out. Okay, like if you remember Highlander when they would go through their quickenings,
Yeah. I
total
love that show.
motherfucker. When they remember when he would cut the motherfucker's head off and then the
Yeah.
fucking energy would go
Yo,
everywhere. The
ah,
quickening, yeah, remember that? Holy shit! I
that's a good movie.
I have not watched that series in a long fucking time. That was pretty good.
I like
I'm
the
glad I remembered
original.
that. I forgot about that. Yeah, the original with who's it? Christopher Lambert. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck that's a Queen soundtrack in that whole
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Princes of the Universe. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one.
It's a kind of magic. All right. Well, now I'm getting off topic, but that's what I'm saying. Your energy just poof, it went everywhere, and I think you were making other people feeling happy because you were feeling happy.
Yeah,
You
because
know.
I like to do that. I want people to be happy. You know, I don't
Yeah,
want
I
people
know.
to, but I don't
Yeah,
want people to be like me. I don't want to be miserable. So I say, yeah, I want everybody to be. That's why I think I spread the positivity. You know, in my own way, but it doesn't
right.
sound positive. But it's
No,
more.
it doesn't. No, not
But I do want
especially with
positivity.
your fucking like I was joking around with Michelle. Like, see, I don't know. I think some people here's this. I think some people look at you like you're fucking negative. Like fucking negative. Like I think what they see, which is fun, it's different because it was funny because when we were first talking and you were showing me you said, "Oh, I got a YouTube channel." And I'm looking at your fucking videos. I'm like, "Look at these fucking titles." Like, like I'm laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, fuck. You're like, fuck. It's like some of your titles are like, fuck the white man's greedy
Yeah.
fucking shit. All that. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm cracking up, but I get it. I don't think you're. I don't think it's not that you're trying to offend. I don't think it's just. It's funny. It still cracks me up. The fucking look. What the fuck did you name this? Shit happened. You just put shit happen. You know what I mean? Hey, and it's funny. It's even funny you didn't put the S after happens. You're just like shit happened.
That's a good idea.
Shit happened.
Shit's happened.
But that's what I mean.
Uh,
It's a good feeling. But like I'm saying, I think a lot of people might take you to be a little negative, or hardcore negative, but you're not.
hardcore.
But you're not.
Hardcore.
It's not. It's not. You're defending yourself a lot. That's what you're doing. I think people misinterpret that. Like, they're thinking you're being negative, but what you're really doing, you're defending yourself. You're going through all what happened at work today,
Yeah.
and and the thing is, you're shooting right out of your head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're just fucking just no filter, no filter. Like you're not like really thinking. You're just letting it the fuck out, and that's honest. You're being honest, and
Yeah,
that's
because so all my life is like I just everything that I talk about is all based on my life. About
yeah,
the people that I work with every fucking day. Is like it irritates the shit out of me every day that I have to see the same people, behind the desk, and here I am working my ass off, working 14, 10, 14 hours a day, And it's like, and then they're home every day, 8 hours a day. And it's like, why do I have to work an extra 5 hours? You know, why these people work 8 hours or less? You know, and then and doing that for 29 years. When you have to deal with these fucking people every fucking day, and then you realize, you know, it's like I'm making this person rich. You know, yeah, they hired me, but I'm hired to make this person rich. And then and then I wake up and I realize it's like I'm wasting my life away. You know, it's like I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for somebody else. You know, this is not. I don't believe I should do this for somebody else to make them more rich. You know, so that's why I kind of come to the conclusion where, you know, what's the point of this life? You know, why do we have to live like this life? You know, why do we? It's always us against us. Even in the work way, when I've been working, it's always we're always in competition, no matter what. We're always aggression. You know, because we want to always want to find the best job in the world. You know, the best job. The whole idea is you want the best job with the best pay and less work. You know.
Yeah, you want to be the manager.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to do shit, and you get paid the most. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, and it's funny when you know, the 29 years I worked. It's like I see a pattern here, and I say, what the fuck is going on here? Why am I listening to this guy telling me how, you know, this guy's telling me how to get rich, you know, how to make more money, and I realize I've been trying to do that, and I end up I still go nowhere, you know, and I take chances, and every time I take chances, it always fails, you know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know, when you take a chance, when you see a job, or if you want to get your own business, and all of a sudden, yeah, you think, and this person tells you, oh, he's going to get your hopes up, and he's going to, oh yeah, you can make a lot of money, and then by the time you do it, and then everything went down, that's me, because every time I take a risk, I always end up going down the shithole, you know.
Or I guess in that case, for you to no matter what, I mean, if you're going to work, anybody that's going to work for themselves, it still takes money to make money, you know? Like I said, I was joking around with you the other day when I was like, I think we'd have a cool ice cream truck business. We just fucking drive around a fucking ice cream truck and give out ice cream. But still, we'd have to buy a fucking ice cream truck.
Yeah, I know.
Then you got to buy the fucking ice cream, you know? It's like,
you got to pay for the gas. You got to pay for the insurance.
Yeah. There you go.
You got to maintain the vehicle, and then you know, it's like, and then you got to pay the taxes, and that's where the taxes where they kill you. Say, what the fuck? You got the mafia.
You know, there are some, you know, there are some lucky fuckers on this planet that are born into a family business or something where they don't even have to fucking worry about it, you know. They could just take over their dad's restaurant. And you know what those fuckers do? They ruin it. It. Don't they?
Yeah, just like that. It's like every trucking company. I had a one company I worked for. The sons and the daughter took over the company. And what they did, they sold the whole company, and they bought themselves custom-made cars and custom-made houses.
Oh, cool.
You know, and the company goes down the fucking shithole because the son and daughters took over it. You know, and then another company did the same thing. I worked for another trucking company, did the son and daughters.
That's what they do. They hand it to their kids. Now the problem with that, I'm not saying every kid rich is bad, but it's hard when you haven't struggled in life, you know, when you're handed things like a business, like a restaurant or a trucking company, you know, because you're used to the money coming in. They're in their own prison. They're in the prison of money, like completely. Like they're used to a lot of money coming. I mean, we just want to, well, we just need a little bit just for us to survive. I mean, they're used to getting thousands, you know, tens of thousands a month. Just for spending money. I mean, fuck. And they piss it all away.
I was watching documentary about this one guy. I think he's I forgot who he was, but his dad owns this one like this big huge company that your every day. And I was watching him. He's talking about, oh son, you don't have to work for the day. You don't have to work at all. We're just going to hand you the money is going to come down to you, and then it's going to go down to your family. It's like you don't have to work. It's like they don't have to work.
Yeah, exactly.
They just because it's like it's old money. It's like they have old money following. It goes down generation to generation. It's like your whole generation's all set up.
Yeah.
For, and then when I saw that, that's like then I say, what the fuck am I working for this person for?
It sucks. It sucks to be that way. It does. In a way, it does. There's so many more people on the bottom than there has to be. It
Yeah,
sucks. You can't really fight for it. I can't go out there and say, "Hey, I have an idea. I want to open up my own bank." That ain't gonna
yeah,
fucking happen. You know what I mean?
yeah. I know.
We can't. As much as I would wish we could do it. Times were different back in the day. Not even probably like in the 1800s. I could have just came up to you and said, "Hey, I'm a fucking doctor." You didn't need any paperwork really for that. People just. I'm from another town. I'm from California. I was a great doctor there. I could just make up bullshit. Now
Yeah,
everything. Well, not that you want anybody faking they're a doctor, but people need all this fucking paperwork now. It sucks. It doesn't give. I'm a
sure.
master. I'm an electrician. Okay, so I know a lot of shit. But still, if I want to, and I do a lot of my own shit at times to help people for the most part. Because I rather help a lady that doesn't have much money and put in like a ceiling fan for her or something. She don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah,
better. I feel better doing that. Of course, yeah, I do. I do need money, I guess, to survive, and I got to feed my kids. As much as I
yeah.
would love to live off the land. That's the cool dream to have. But it's hard. It's hard to open up your own business. It
I know.
really is. It's not that easy
If you
unless
know,
you had the money ahead of time or you knew a motherfucker.
yeah, it's
You
knowing.
know?
Yeah, I realize that. Yeah, it's all about knowing people, and it's all about it's like yeah.
It
If you
is.
if you start a business now, your chances you might not last 6 months or a year. Because
Yeah.
because they always give you your hopes. They like to give you your hopes, and they always try to tell you, this is what they always tell you. This hype that I always say. So you could be just like me. This is what the millionaires would say. You could be just like me if you work hard. If you
Yeah.
keep working hard, if you work 6, 7 days a week, every fucking day, get up 2 o'clock in the morning and get done at 7 o'clock at night, then yeah, you deserve if you do that for like 20 years, then yeah,
Yeah. I
that's
guess
their
so.
that's their
Yeah.
version of working hard, because of building up your business. When you build up your business, you have to work 6, 7 days a week, because that's the whole of,
Once you start getting into your 40s, I mean, which we are, I mean, you're a little older than me, but
yeah.
you want to fucking calm down with that. You want to
Yeah.
like you want to enjoy life.
You
Like you want to.
can't.
That's what I mean. But your body wants it. Your soul wants it. It wants to go into nature. It wants to go into the woods and go camping,
Yeah.
sit around a fire and
That's what
connect with the earth. Like your body needs that, and so many people are not doing it. It's
uh,
it's fucking sad.
they should, yeah, keep the jobs for now. But I say they should shorten the hours down where you can enjoy and extend the weekends. So I say, yeah, have a 4-day weekend instead of fucking 5-day work, and
Yeah,
work like
especially if you,
3 days out of the week for now.
especially with me and you have do opposite things. I'm up like I'm on my feet a lot. You're more on your ass a lot, but still, but still, you know, that's
Yeah.
gotta hurt. What's that? All right, what am I gonna do with that? We'll put it in the oven. All right. But yeah, like, well, I don't mean you're on your. I just mean you're
Yeah,
you're on your ass driving. That's not easy on your ass. And you know what? You're not taking care of your ass. Your ass
yeah.
doesn't need to be sitting like that. You know, your
It's
ass
like
wants. You gotta care for your ass. Your ass wants to walk around a little bit.
it's
You
like
know.
being a couch potato, you know. It's
Yeah,
like
it is.
I'm a rolling couch potato. That's what I'm doing, you know.
Yeah, you know. I'm sure. Yeah, if you could have a conversation to your ass, I'm sure your ass would probably bitch at you and say, "What the fuck? You're fucking sitting on me, going over these bumps and shit. It fucking hurts me. Stop
Yeah.
it. You know, free me sometimes. Take me to a beach.
Yeah, I'm like a
Take me to the
rolling.
beach.
Yeah.
Dip me in the ocean sometimes. You know, fuck. Take me
Yeah,
to a
that's what I
spa.
am. That's what I call myself. I'm a rolling couch potato. That's all I do. Because the only thing different about me is I have to watch all the stupid ass fucking drivers. You know, that's the
Well,
stressing
yeah, that's
part right
another thing
there, and
too.
the
Yeah,
concentration. And
yeah.
then you got the weight of the truck behind you, and then you got to figure out the distance. And all of a sudden, this car comes in front of you, and you barely have enough room to stop.
Yeah,
And it's like,
fucking
oh my
imagine.
god, you know.
That's
It's like, close my eyes. That's what's gonna happen, you know.
that just sucks. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks you can't take your skills and use them elsewhere to something more.
What skills? I don't have no
Well,
skills.
I guess you could drive stick shift. Not a lot of us can do that. That's a skill, you know. I never
Yeah,
drove a
do
stick
do
shift.
do do. That's a skill doing
Yeah, but you
that.
got it. I bet you got it like the back of your hand, you know. Well,
Yeah,
I guess then you could be probably a pretty good forklift driver, but then you'd be stuck in a fucking warehouse.
yeah. I've done forklift before in a
Yeah.
warehouse, and I got once I know how to do the forklift right, and then I go crazy with it. It's like it comes pretty easy. I
Yeah.
don't know what anything that's machine like. I figure it out for a while and say, oh, okay, and then once I get used to it, then it gets easier.
Yeah.
I think I like machinery things, moving things or something, you know.
You know, then I watch these fucking some of these TV shows where these fucking truckers are making all this fucking money, but these are guys and girls that fucking have their own truck. Fucking people call them up, say, "Hey, pick up this thing for me," you know, like private shit, I guess, you know,
Yeah,
like these weird loads, like shit, I guess, like carousels and shit, like weird shit that you like people wouldn't normally, you know, have on their trucks, and they get a lot of fucking money doing it, you know, that
yeah,
kind of
no.
shit. Not that I
Depends on the
wouldn't,
company, though. You know,
yeah.
it depends on the company. It depends on who you work for, who the brokers are. Even the brokers, you got to be careful of the brokers
Oh,
because I
okay.
found out you have to find one with a great credit rating. You know, I found out they rated the brokers, and
Oh,
if the broker has bad credit, that means you won't get paid, or it'll take a long time for you to even get paid. But if you
oh
have a
shit.
broker that has great credit, you have a good chance of getting paid that day, you know?
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
yeah.
Like I said, I don't know. I don't know much about the trucking business. I'd be a good assistant trucker. I'd be a good passenger. You know, I could make the time fly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to the person driving the truck.
Look, there's a UFO. Look at
Fucking
that.
A, yeah, yeah. Do some nighttime driving and shit.
That'd
Fucking A, yeah. Why not? You know.
be cool. I drive night, days, snow, rain. I drove all
Yeah.
the weathers, mountains, deserts. You know, it's like I drove it all. It's like it's just it. The only part I don't like about trucking is you don't have long time to see things. You know, you only have like the only thing you'll see is a warehouse, and then
Oh,
you travel
really?
across the country, and then you go see another warehouse, and then you travel across the country. Sometimes you'll pull over in a truck stop or a rest area, and then you can
Yeah.
actually look.
Hit a Roy Rogers or something.
Yeah,
Uh,
but basically you can't see anything,
oh, I see.
and
Okay.
you know, you're just driving across the state, you know, 5 days a week, back and forth, delivering load up and down, back and forth.
I guess it would be similar kind of being an airplane pilot, you know, all the fucking traveling they do. They probably see hotels all the time.
Yeah,
Like, you know, they have to stay at the hotel, wake up, fly the fucking airplane, all that fucking shit. It's not
yeah.
natural to me. Fuck that.
Oh, That's kind of
I
like
don't care. I don't know too much about the aerodynamics of a fucking airplane, but fuck. Sometimes I'm looking at them fucking things. I'm like, how the fuck is that flying? Like, really? I know it's wind and all this fucking shit with the wings, but it's so fascinating. Like, fuck. Like at any time that fucker, the engine could shut off, and fuck, you're fucked if you're under that shit. You know, same thing. And I know I get how they kind of work. Same thing with boats, like the big fucking metal motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah.
man, how the fuck do they float? They're fucking heavy as shit.
Yeah, they're like steel. They're all
Yeah,
steel
fucking
and it's
steel
floating
fucking
on
boats.
salted water.
Yeah, fucking A.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's fascinating though sometimes when
It
you
is.
see the shit,
It's
you know?
cool. You know, it's really cool shit. So we do have some we have some cool innovations here on this planet. You know, it's not the best. You know, so I guess
It's just
you know
point.
they're working on cloning. I think they should focus on more cloning food
Cloning
like
food.
well cloning like the plants and stuff. I know
Like the old plants, the old flowers,
well yeah,
the
but
originals, you
if
know?
they have seeds for that shit. But I mean, like anything we could eat, like carrots and shit. Because then you see shit that carrots are gonna be fucking gone one day, or bananas or something. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Fuck.
Monsanto, you know? I hate Monsanto because they're the one they're fucking up. The food doesn't taste like the food Monsanto does. It's like it's not. I seen a Monsanto farm.
Oh, okay.
I've been. I mean, I drove. I was in. I think I was in Illinois, and I saw a big, huge Monsanto sign. I say, "Fuck," you know. And Monsanto's vegetables are not even healthy for us. They're not designed. They're not. They're not designed. They're designed to bring our health down. You know, all the vegetables that we have. The big, huge Monsanto corporation. They're not here to keep us healthy. They're here to keep us fucking, you know, you know, they're trying to deteriorate our bodies. You know, they're trying to make us look at the way I am right now. This is because of Monsanto. You know, because that's like I wouldn't trust anything that has big corporations name on it because they're the one who's pricing the food. They're the ones who overpricing the food. I mean, it goes. I mean, it comes down to, you know, it's like everything's overpriced because anybody I
Oh,
found out
yeah.
anybody who controls the food controls the people. You know,
Well,
you know,
yeah.
because
Chris,
you're not really in control. You're not really in control of what you eat because it's always them. It's, if you look on media, it's always them telling you what's good for you. You know, it's all we have to believe the people. You have to believe the corporate people to tell you what's good for you, and then and turn around they're serving you food that's not even healthy for you. You
oh
know,
yeah, fucking A,
and
yeah, all
it,
over.
it's like it's like everything about our every. You look in the grocery store, you know, it's not really that healthy. You know,
If
and
you
it's
really
overpriced.
picky. Oh yeah, it's overpriced to eat fucking healthy for sure.
Yeah,
Christine says replicators will be coming soon.
yeah.
Replicators from Star Trek.
Yeah. I
I
think
would
they're already here.
fucking hope fucking so. Because I would definitely like Captain Picard. I would get my Earl Grey tea. Yeah, fucking A, you know, fucking A.
Captain
I just
Picard.
Captain fucking Picard. Oh man.
I remember him on Doom. I seen him on Doom one
Yeah,
time. It was
Patrick Stewart, who's going to be
yeah.
back as fucking Captain Picard in a new Captain Picard Star Trek series.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard
But
Star Trek coming out.
yeah, oddly enough, I just went through watching because I go through spurts of watching shows. So I crashed on Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Wow, that Deep Space Nine, I don't know. That might be my favorite Star Trek series.
Huh.
Not that I know if you watch Star Trek or not, but the Captain Sisko is fucking awesome. I think he might be my favorite.
Oh yeah, with all the Ferengi,
Yeah,
you
we're
know.
fucking yeah, man. Like I you know what I used to do? Like back in the 90s, I was going to Star Trek conventions, you know, like a nerd. Like
Yeah.
fucking dressing up like a Borg and shit. Yeah, I used to do that, you know. And meet the actors and shit. That was pretty fun. But yeah, I used to really be big into Star Trek.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm not really a big fan of the new series of Star Trek, but all the stuff from the '90s was so good.
Yeah.
All the Star Treks, all the X Files was another one.
X-Files, yeah.
Fuck,
I,
fucking X Files is awesome. I liked X Files. Yeah, '90s is great. And I'll tell you this again. I liked it. There's a new show. It's called The Orville. It's
oh
really
yeah, I
good.
saw that.
It reminds me of the Star Trek from the '90s. Just to feel, it has some comedy in it, but it's not too. But I don't know, the new Star Trek is kind of boring. I don't know. I can't really get into it.
Yeah,
I
I
can't.
watched it. It was kind I didn't like the way they did the ship where they made it do little circle things and then they pop out of somewhere. It's like I didn't like it. It didn't feel like it was natural, you know.
Fuck is this?
Oh, we got our first troll.
What was in that suite?
Yeah, the
What did
first
they
troll
say?
just came in. Kosher Goy, a Jewish troll.
We're from a trolling Discord dedicated to you. Dedicated to you, Michelle. Dedicated to you. They have they must have the statue of fucking Michelle in their bedrooms.
Heil Hitler,
If
because
they were, oh, there you go. Hail Hitler. Hail Hitler.
because they heard me on that. They heard me. I was talking about the Nazi thing, the Nazi that came
Oh
up
shit.
yesterday. So now they're using that against me. It's like they find something. Whenever I bring up something about one of my past lives, and then all of a sudden they use that against me. Isn't that kind of funny?
Yeah, but why Hitler? Hitler was not a good guy, Kosher Goy. Really, he wasn't. He's nobody to hail. He isn't.
Yeah.
No. Hail Michelle.
Hail Michelle.
Yeah. Come on. How cool would a Michelle statue be? Remember that episode of the fucking of Twilight Zone when
Yeah.
the fucking guy found the little tiny people and he made them build a fucking statue of them? Remember that
Oh
one?
my God. Yeah.
Ah, fucking
That's
A.
weird. There was a similar show to like that. It was bugs, and the bugs were worshiping this one guy, so they decided to build a big statue of him. I forgot it was it's not Tales of the Dark Side. It was oh God, it was a sci-fi horror movie. It was a series that I watched. You know.
It was a horror movie?
Yeah, it was not a horror movie. It was I used to watch
Or
Tales of the
sci-fi?
Dark Side. That was my
Ah, fuck yeah.
and
Tales
then
of the
I used to watch oh my God. I have to go look
Remember
it
that?
up.
Fucking Tales,
Now you got me thinking about it.
Tales
Let
of the
me
fucking Dark Side. It
Tales
was
of the
had
Dark Side.
such
I
a
used
great
to,
opening where he's like, "Man lives," and it's like fucking. You see the woods in the background and shit, and the
yeah.
fucking music playing. I love that, man. And what were they bringing back? Oh, they're bringing. If you remember the movie Creep Show,
Creep Show. Yeah.
yeah, they're
I
making
remember.
a television series of that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the movie was great. I love the
Oh, fucking
movie
A.
Creep Show.
I love Creep Show. And I even like the second one. I know that wasn't as good, but I
Yeah.
loved the fucking old cheap wooden head Indian guy. Do you
Oh,
remember him?
I remember. Yeah, that popped into my head right now.
Oh fuck,
Just
I love
remembering.
that.
Remember that.
The wooden fucking Indian, like of revenge. That was fucking cool as fuck. That
Yeah,
was
I like
cool.
that one. That was the
Yeah.
shit.
But
That's
apparently,
a,
yeah, they're making a TV series of it, so I'm looking forward to that.
yeah, it's like I was mostly into sci-fi and little horror. I wasn't into horror that much, but I was more into I like futuristic stuff. Anything that has like spaceships and
Oh yeah.
time travel and all that crap. It's just, but the one thing about me is I can't remember things that
Quantum
well.
Leap.
You know.
You ever watch Quantum Leap?
Quantum Leap. Yeah, I saw that. I remember that.
Ah,
Yeah, that was weird.
let
It's
that
like.
one hit you. Yeah. Scott Bakula. Scott Bakula. That's the
I
coolest
see.
name ever.
I like the part where he was a pregnant woman.
Yeah,
That was a
remember all
good.
that? Remember
That was
that?
like, yeah. It's like, oh my God, this is. It's like,
Those
yeah,
fucking episodes. They'd have episodes where he'd I know there was one where he like like, because at the end of every episode, he would leap into somebody else, you know.
Yeah.
And the one time he leaped into a black guy, right
Yeah.
as like a fucking the KKK was coming after him and shit. Man, they left it as like a cliffhanger. I was like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, you know. But he always found a way out of it, you know, and he just wanted to go home, and he never went home. They ended it where he didn't even go fucking home. It was so fucking sad, from what I remember.
Oh my
He had to
God.
keep on fucking traveling. He never got
Yeah.
back with his family again. You know,
Yeah.
Sam Beckett, yeah,
Yeah.
him
Sam
and with the other guy with fuck.
Uh,
But
I
you
know who
know,
you're talking about.
I hate
They got
that.
his-
But yeah, Dean. Oh, what the? You know what? I hate that I forget his fucking name. But anyway, that I haven't seen that show fuck forever. Like I remember when he leaped into a guy like in Kiss, kind of like a rock and roll band. I think he leaped into a monkey once, like in an actual orangutan. I think.
Yeah,
I think
he
there
did a
was.
orangutan. He did a chimpanzee. It was a
Yeah,
chimpanzee in one of them.
okay, yeah. That's
I remember that one. That was
Yeah.
weird. Because you know it's weird about me because I sometimes some part of me feels like I used to be an animal. You know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I remember I remember the werewolf part. I found out that I used to be a werewolf. You know.
Yeah.
And I was hunted down by humanoids. You know, and I don't know. I felt like it was a gray wolf that I was, you know, but I was humanoid-like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I would challenge. Let's see what we got going on here because we still have some. I haven't read.
Kosher guy.
All right, all right.
Come for me, bro. Come for me, bro.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Kosher. I'll tell you what. It's cool. I understand having a laugh at Michelle. I get it, but why not just make a cool channel? Why not? Why not? And he can join the conversation. Isn't that more fun? Isn't it more fun? It's more fun that way. Nobody here is Jewish, right? I don't think. So you're not really offending anybody here.
Not really.
I mean, religion is just a ball of poop, I think, to us, basically. So
yeah, it is. Religion is a ball of poop. You know, people.
Matter. I mean, I'm more. I can listen to people talk religion. That's okay. Like, there's some good aspects to it here and there, but I don't know why this guy is.
He's just a troll.
Yeah, that's a weird one to go with.
Because yesterday I was talking about the Nazi, the part that I used to be around with. And then all of a sudden they picked up. They read everything. They read every word that I say. They watch the whole 8 hours of my video. They watched the whole fucking 8 hours of my video, and they're trying to find any kind of thing to say, you know, anything that I bring up, and then they use that against me, you know. So they become the opposite, you know. Because I brought up Nazi.
Let me say this to the kosher guy here. We're not even talking about any Jewish stuff in here, and we're not even Jewish, so it's good. I guess you're a proud Jew. That's fine, and hail Israel. But why would you say hail Hitler? Really?
Yeah,
you're not a proud Jew. I doubt you're a Jew, because no Jew would ever say. They'd be the last people to say hail Hitler. I mean, come on.
It's a retard.
I'll tell you what, Kosher. Like I said, just make a cool account, a cool name, you know, and just you can join in the conversation. You can join in. You can ask questions. Michelle's an open book, believe me.
I am very open. You know, you can come online. Come on here.
Like you're in the wrong. Like you're in the wrong room because none of us are Jewish. So the swastika doesn't mean. Well, you know what? I don't think you. The origin of the swastika is a totally different story, but using the swastika as hate doesn't do anything to us.
Yeah, because the swastika actually was a good thing. It was never a bad thing.
The swastika originally was a sign of peace in a way. Really, it was.
Yeah. It just
And if
he
you
just this is a typical
and if
this
you
is
wonder,
this is typical this is a typical young fuck that doesn't know what he's
yeah,
fucking talking about, you know, because he thinks the swastika is always going to be white supremacy, you know, but it's not really that way, you
it's
know.
not. It was used. It was just used by a bad guy. That's all. It was used
Yeah,
by a not so nice guy that
yeah.
made it. It could have been the peace symbol. It really could have been.
It
It
was
could
it
have.
was
It could
I
like it
found
could have
it,
literally been.
it was more of a it wasn't like a peace symbol. It was more of a the natives used the swastika. I found it that there's a native they used a swastika. So I think it's like infinite. I don't know. I forgot. I used to remember what it was for, but I kind of forgot. So I had to kind of like look it up and remember because the what you call it. I used to be into not the Mayans, but God damn it, I can't remember now. I'm brain dead. Let me
That's all
figure
right.
it out.
Sometimes that happens. Let me tell you that I'm looking at the. Yeah, I don't think the kosher guy is the McMuffin guy. I think we're looking at somebody completely different.
Yeah, he is. He's completely
So
different.
kosher guy, I don't think you're the McMuffin guy, but I think you're just trying to have some fun and get Michelle worked up. Which again, I understand. It's some. I guess for you guys, I get it. Sometimes it could be funny to laugh at people, but it's not. It's not. I mean, I get it, but Michelle's pretty cool. Like I said, you can ask questions. We're pretty open. You don't have to. Like being anti-Semitic, it doesn't is not it really doesn't it has nothing to do with us because we're not even discussing anything.
No, we hadn't talked about anything
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Nazis and all that. Wait,
I
I
know.
mean, we brought. I mean, we brought it up. Yeah, you know that what happened to me yesterday. I guess that's what they saw. You know.
Yeah,
And when I brought it up, it's like, and then I brought it up earlier about it, and I talked about the swastika not being, it's not an evil thing, you
yeah.
know.
Really, like I'll tell you this, kosher. I don't like calling you that, but I don't know what your name is. But it, it's throwing that around. It's not gonna. It's really not good. We're decent beings here. We all have our issues. We all have our ups and downs.
Yeah,
You know what? Trust me, you'll feel much better in the conversations. With people that are like minded and just cool. You don't have to try to get attention by just throwing insults around. Because it's
yeah,
only going to last for so long. Because honestly, eventually one of the administrators here, they're just going to block you, and then you'll probably get upset, and then you'll make another channel. But you don't want that cycle. It's stupid.
yeah.
I challenge you to just change your ways on that a bit. And if you have any questions, it's cool. It's cool. Maybe nothing sexual. I mean, I'm not
Eh,
really. I mean,
See,
I
once you
don't know.
bring up a certain word, then they're going to use that word because
Yeah,
that's
we
the
don't.
way it works,
Yeah,
you
come on.
know.
We're not Dr. Ruth. Remember Dr. Ruth?
Doctor, yeah, I remember her, Doctor
Dr.
Ruth.
fucking Ruth. I bet she's still alive.
Oh my God, she's yeah. Oh my
Remember her? She was,
God.
she was old in the fucking 80s talking about sex. Remember that?
She's always spunky and energetic
Yeah.
too. You
Oh,
know, she,
her husband's penis probably fell off by now. All this fuck.
uh, oh god, that's funny. You know.
She was funny though. Yeah. I think I remember like when I was a kid, like my mom would be watching her shows and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I just looked up swastika. It means peace. It does mean peace. You know.
All right, kosher. Guess what? On my end, okay. I'll forgive your initial attacks, but just let me just still suggest that you go with a different name. Maybe. I mean, it's cool to be kosher, but something, and maybe a cool picture. A cool picture would be cool. Maybe the Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk is cool. Bill Bixby. Remember Bill
Hulk
Bixby?
man, Hulk man.
Remember Bill Bixby? Fucking Bill
Oh no,
Bixby.
oh my God. Yeah, I
Fucking
remember him. Don't make me mad.
You're not gonna like me when I'm angry.
the 70s version, you
Yeah, the
know?
fucking 70s. Yeah.
Oh my
All
God, the
fucking
70s.
clothes are ripping and shit. Pretty good. I liked it. You know what? But honestly, I like that version of the Hulk better than what they do now. Like, I don't know, because now the Hulk, I mean, yeah, it looks good, but I don't know. I like that just human built guy.
Yeah,
Like, you know?
and then when they're strong, they're slow motion like the $6 million man. Boo, 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 boo. You know?
Yeah.
And so that's back then, if you're really strong, everything's in slow motion.
Oh, let's not forget
and
this.
then you see them throw it.
The $6 million man fought
I love
Sasquatch. I think he ripped his arm off.
Yeah, $6 million.
But it was, you know what? I think it was a robot Sasquatch or something.
Yeah, it was. It was
that a robot?
Yeah.
Did they make a toy of that?
I think so. Yeah, I think they did. I remember the $6 million man, the toy version where he had the eyes, where you can look through his eyes. You remember that?
Yeah.
You can look through his eyes, and you can, and then I think you press the stomach, he starts pushing or something.
You know, now I want to fucking look that up. Because now, wait, hold on.
You remember the Stretch Man, that stretching thing, that thing where you can stretch the guy out?
Stretch Armstrong, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
$6 million man. Let me put Sasquatch. Sasquatch. Who played somebody famous played the Sasquatch, right?
I don't know. I never knew.
Is that Andre the Giant? It is Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant.
He was skinny? He was that skinny?
It's not a fucking skinny. Wait, hold on.
Because Andre the Giant is because the Sasquatch looks really skinny, though.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Let me look it up. Now you got me curious about it too.
Yeah, look up fucking and show it on the camera. Wait, you're on a.
I don't know how to do that.
You don't know how to screen share.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm computer illiterate.
I don't know. Fuck, because I got I still got to fuck. Yeah, you got to be patient. This is our first time doing the Google Hangout thing. There are options that we can screen share. Where the fuck is it? But I don't know if only you can do it on your end or.
I think your screen and my screen are the same. I think should be.
Yeah, but the only issue is I got two fucking screens. So I'm not used to, like I'm back and forth, so I'm not 100% used to it.
Yeah, I got my video over the live the YouTube video, so I don't see that.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's Mike. Infinite.
What? All right, hold on. Where am I at here? Oh, there's you. Holy shit.
$6 million. There we go. I see.
Look up the
show.
Look up the Sasquatch. Look up the Sasquatch on the. It's fucking Andre the Giant.
Yeah. It's like.
Yes.
That's the old days.
Fucking $6 million man. That was a lot of money back then.
Yeah. Look how fast he's running. He's running so fast.
Holy shit.
He doesn't look like Andre the Giant.
Well, I know, but it's Andre the Giant in fucking makeup.
Okay, I see his body now.
Fucking huge. They just. You might not want to show the whole fucking episode. They might take your video down.
I don't know.
You might get sued by a $6 million man company.
Yeah.
But Yeah, there's a good documentary that came out last year about Andre the Giant. He lived a fucking weird life.
Yeah, Andre the Giant. I found out he's like a little pussycat. You know,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
really laid back for a big guy. You know.
Fucking Andre.
I saw that show with the what's that show that he used to work for that he played for on the it was a like a I forgot what it's called. He was on that show. It was pretty cool. You know, he was the big guy, and there was another guy with the little sword. The sword. It was a sword playing movie.
The Princess Bride.
Yeah, Princess Bride.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And
that was
and that's all. And it's like you see another side of you know Andre the Giant. It's like there's a soft side of him. You know.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's
Yeah, I
like
like Andre.
I love the Princess Bride movie. That was my favorite. You know.
It's
It was like
it's a good movie. I just recently watched it with my youngest daughter, maybe about less than a month ago, because she's never seen it.
yeah, I love that.
Here,
It's like
check this out.
I've seen it. I you know some movies. It's like I'm at the point where I'm so bored at watching movies. So it's like, and then it's like I've seen it, and then sometimes I do want to see the movies, and then I don't know. It depends on how I feel, you know.
Well, you
I
know,
saw Death Race 2050, the update version of it. I saw that one.
Death Race with Frankenstein.
Yeah, I saw the original Death Race. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean, I love the original Death Race. I know they
yeah,
made a couple newer ones, not as good, but
no,
I don't know I like the original one because it takes place in the future, so that's pretty cool.
yeah,
And then plus you can run. I don't know. I like the idea of how they win the race. Sylvester Stallone was in that, and
yeah,
David Cordine was in it. Yeah, a
mhm,
couple big people were in it.
yeah.
They're just
Sylvester was,
they're running over people for points and shit. What a
yeah,
fucking crazy movie. Death
yeah.
Race. Yeah, the original one from the 70s,
Yeah,
definitely.
the old people were worth more money than the
Yeah, the
young
old
people, you know.
people. Yeah. The fucking people were in the hospital were pushing old people onto the streets and shit. Yeah. So they could
And they
get
got
run
run
over.
over. Uh,
Please, I hope that the world doesn't come to that. Fuck.
I like to have a world like
I
that.
don't
Come
want to be
on.
I don't want to be the old guy getting hit by a fucking car.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck being squished to death by a car.
Or your legs are being cut off and then you get run over again,
Oh,
you know.
oh, fuck.
20 points. Come on.
Yeah,
20
20
points.
points.
Half a point because the body's still alive. You only got half the body.
I think babies were worth some points too. Babies in
Yeah, they were.
baby carriages.
Yeah,
Who the fuck thought of that movie? Yeah, that's a good movie. If none of you guys ever seen that, Death Race.
yeah.
It's a
In the
total
70s.
70s movie, like a grindhouse kind of movie, I
Yeah.
guess. Like
Yeah, the
like one of
70s.
those.
The 70s, they got away with a lot of shit in the 70s because it's like it was the beginning of the horror stuff, you know. Before they were like rated G. Back in the 50s, they were like rated G or rated nothing. It's like they were like so, you know, leave it to you know, but like the Beavers, you know, Beaver Cleaver.
Beavers.
I used to watch that in the 70s.
Eddie
Beavers.
Haskell was an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? He was an asshole.
Yeah. Isn't that kind of weird?
No, the funny thing is, remember they brought it back, like the new Leave It to Beaver, and they were
Yeah.
like it was fucking shitty.
Yeah, they're all dysfunctional now.
The fuck's going on with people now? What's going on with the bee?
The Beaver. Where's Beaver now? You know.
Like fucking Ozzy and Harry and shit.
Yeah, I can see Beaver like Al Bundy right now. You know how he is. Instead it's Beaver. You know, with his 6 kids. That's weird.
It is weird. Weird. Or like watching those shows like Dennis the Menace and shit.
Oh, Dennis the Menace.
Like what are them fuckers doing now? I have no clue. They could be dead. Is Dennis still alive?
They're all dead. I think they're all dead. Yeah. it's like now I'm in my 49, and the people that I used to see that were older than me, it's like they're all gone. You
Oh
know?
yeah, famous people. And I'm
Oh,
waiting for what's that?
Ren and Stimpy. I love that. Ren and
Yeah,
Stimpy.
they be on. I think it used to be on MTV. I think
Yeah,
or Nick. One of them.
they were weird. Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy.
The
Happy,
sperm
happy,
ball.
happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy,
Joy,
joy.
joy.
Happy,
Yeah.
joy,
Talk
joy.
about brainwashing there. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Log. Log. Yeah, oh yeah. Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy. Beavis and Butthead. I
Butthead.
love Beavis and Butthead. they were so 80s, Beavis and Butthead. It's like it's like
Butthead.
it's like, oh my god. It's funny, I never met any kids like that in my high school. It's like oh my
No.
god.
Yeah, because what was wrong with them? They weren't doing drugs, but they acted like they were.
They're just I don't know, they're just I don't know. It's hard to figure them out, Beavis and Butthead, you know?
You know, from Beavis and Butthead, I'd like that spinoff, the Daria, or whatever the fuck her name was. That girl they used to pick on it, Daria.
Aria.
Yeah, it was like a girl in their class, and they did a spinoff show of her for a little while. I thought that was pretty good.
I didn't know that. I don't remember that one. I've seen a
Daria.
lot. There's some shows that I've seen, and there's some shows that I don't really see.
Oh,
I
we
don't
can't
know.
fucking see everything. You know, we can't
Yeah.
see every show. I
Yep.
think we saw the important ones and some of the shitty ones, like Full House, Saved by the Bell.
Oh god, Full
I want my
House.
time back. I want
Yeah.
I want some of my time back.
I miss the 80s. You know, I was more of the 80s. 70s and 80s for me. It's like 80s was my time. Even though it's like that's when metal started, when hair bands started coming out. You know, I heard it's like when I was in junior high and I heard this guy bang your head. I say, what the fuck? Who's that? You know? And
Quiet
then
Riot.
I saw the video and I say, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
The
right.
guy with the long hair wearing a mask. It's like, what the hell? And it sounds good.
Yeah. A lot of
Bang
them.
your head. Dun,
You
dun.
don't see too many guys with that look anymore. Like Cinderella or something, like those groups.
Cinderella.
Remember them? The fucking big puffy hair, all the fucking makeup on and shit.
Drag queen. They look like drag
queen.
queens.
I guess in a way. Yeah, I guess you can go that way with it. But
yeah,
you don't see those guys walking around, like hairband guys walking around. It would be funny though. Like Axl Rose, like when
it was
first
weird.
started.
Yeah, because it started out with no makeup.
Yeah.
And then Twisted Sister came out and they started wearing makeup. And then they say they were influenced by Kiss. And then all of a sudden now, as you gradually go up, then they started to become more feminine looking. And then they started to become way more feminine looking in between 85, 86. That's when they become really feminine. And in 87 to 88, then they started to take then they started taking the makeup off, you know?
Yeah, that's grunge stuff.
Yeah,
like
and then
80,
89 is when they started that one
dirty. Like, you know, just dirty looking guys with long hair. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's in the mid 80s. That's when they started to look like a girls, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Over the top stuff back then.
Yeah, and you think of
see people in the supermarket, you know, all kinds, but you never see a hair band metal guy. Never. Maybe one day I'll do my hair I'll be a hair, you know, I'll look like one of the guys from Cinderella and shit. I'll be like, I'm not a cross-dresser. I'm not a transgender. I'm into fucking hair metal. Poison, man. Poison.
You know, it's funny. I like Poison because they look just so girly like though.
Of course. Fucking Poison.
It's funny. He sang like a girl almost. He practically almost sang like a girl. You know.
Every rose did they say every rose has a thorn?
Yeah. Every rose has a thorn. That's a good song, actually. I like that one. Every rose has a thorn.
like a lot of cool songs came out. Well, every decade has its good ones, but in the
Yeah,
80s had some cool. I
yeah,
don't know. It's just a feeling. A lot of people. That's why people are nostalgic for the 80s. It was such a good time to be around here.
yeah. It was a bad time for me in the '80s because I was picked on. But the music wise, it
Oh
was great because
yeah,
it helped me. You know, it kind of
yeah.
like I listen to the music to keep me numb. You know, that's the whole reason why. And then I listen to the same music over and over in my bedroom. It's the same music over and over because I like the song so much that I never got bored with it.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
the good
and
days. I gotta take a leave, a bathroom break.
okay,
So I will. Let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can mute myself for a minute. All right, I'll be back in like a couple minutes.
okay,
All right,
okay.
think of another topic. How many people are watching us? 5 people. You 5 people watching us. Come on, leave some chat comments for us to look at. Ask Michelle some
People.
cool questions. All right, well, I'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah. Have a nice day. Hello. Uh, as you can see that now I can get somebody else online live now. So, if you guys want to come on live with me, just leave me your email address and I'll invite you to come live and we could talk personally, one on one, live, you know? Yeah, Mike is pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, Mike is pretty cool. He's kind of like he kind of yesterday he triggered me, you know, and I felt the triggering sound. I felt it, and it was strange. Yeah, it's more kind of like he's kind of like in a way I'm kind of like you know I don't know just facing him, seeing the compare the difference between us. But he's really strong. I can tell you that he's very strong. Yeah, something normal for a change. And plus he can help me with the trolls too, with the troll problems that I have. Ugh. Yeah, because right now I'm on Google's Chrome. I'm doing Google's Chrome. That's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm talking with them. Kind of like figured that out. So yeah, he's very honest. So he's been very honest. He's kind of like me. He's kind of like a hippie. I mean, that's why I like to be. I like being a hippie. So he's kind of like me, you know. And he's a sensitive. Yeah, he's very sensitive. He's like a sensitive person, you know. He's kind of, Lana's a sensitive, and he's a sensitive. That's why I'm letting you guys know that it works better when you have more than two. When you have two people, then you can then you see how it works. There's gonna be a lot of subjects that's gonna come between us. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fucking subjects that's gonna come between us. It's gonna grow. I think this is gonna grow. Me and Mike are gonna grow, and then we're gonna kind of like there's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna come up, you know. So he's kind of. I think Mike is part of the connection, like all you guys, Infinite, and Christine. You're like part of the connection, So everybody it's like I'm looking for those certain people. So yeah, this is gonna be I'm gonna do some live by myself and he's gonna do live by himself, and then one time we'll get together and we'll do live both together. If certain subjects come up, certain things that comes up. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, you can come and hang out, Infinite. We can start chatting together. I just send you my email address. All I need is your email address, and I said, and then I invite you. It's on Google's Chrome. That's how we find out that we can chat. So yeah. So if you want to come on, Infinite and Christine, if you guys want to come on in, just all I need is your email address, and I'll invite you. And then you guys go on YouTube, and you create your account, YouTube, and then you somehow you gotta get. I don't know how to do it. It's hard. I can't figure out how. It was weird how it's done. How the good. So you have to find find a way to get both of us together. It's all on Google's Chrome, And then we'll have to talk to you on, come on Messenger. Go on Messenger and give me your email address, and then somehow you need to set your YouTube up for, you need to set your YouTube up for live. So there's a step on YouTube on how to do, I forgot, what is it? You got it here. Wait a minute. Yeah, how to live stream Hangout. It's called How to Live Stream Hangout on YouTube. Just watch that, and it'll give you how to. It'll tell you how to go on live. So if Infinite, if you want to come on live, watch this. Watch how to live. Yeah, go on YouTube and learn how, and it'll show you how to live stream Hangout on it. So I think that's how, and they'll give you details. And then all I had to do is give you the email address, and from there you can get to me, or I'll put you. There's a list. I found out there's a list on here that I can put you on. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he's an electrician. Mike is an electrician. He's at a. I don't want to give him away where he's out of. So yeah, he's from up north. If you could tell, he's from up north. You could tell by his accent, he's from up north. They have this. He's pretty cool so far. I like him. He's pretty cool. I mean, he's pretty laid back. You know. So far, yeah, I only known the guy for a week. So far. And I found out he had his own YouTube channel too. He used to have his own YouTube channel. He did all the like the sci-fis, the horrors. He talks about, it's like we talk about music. Some subjects we change. So I kind of like give him my ideas on and my perspective, and he's giving me. He's kind of like, in a way, he's trying to get me adapted to this world, because I'm not used to. I don't know. Some part of me is not used to this fucking world. I feel like that I'm not. I don't feel like I'm part of this world. I feel like I'm more of the future. And somehow I'm skipping too far ahead, and I got to think about now this world, and it's kind of weird about, because in a way he's kind of like grounding me in this world. It's trying to, like, I feel like he's grounded me to, because it's hard for me to accept this world. I feel like it's so hard for me to accept this fucking world, and it's I don't know how. It's just, I don't know. So it's like I need. I guess it's kind of like, I guess I need. In a way, he's gonna open me up too, because he's part of my. I think he just triggered me. So I think there's something that he's helping me with. And I'm not the only one that's alone. I'm not the only one. This he's helping me too. It's not just him, but it's the what's around me that's going to help me. It's going to come to that point. Yeah, I just had a helicopter fly over my fucking house. right exactly over my fucking house. I had a, that was weird. I had a helicopter. He was flying pretty low too, which was weird. Oh, here he comes.
All right.
You're back.
What'd I miss?
Nothing. You didn't miss nothing. I just told him what's going on. Who you are and how we know each other and all that stuff, and
I look like
what we
somebody
talk about.
at their
What's
work.
coming up.
I am Infinite. I look like somebody at your job, huh?
Yeah. You look familiar.
Hmm.
Hopefully, I'll get him on live. I am Infinite. I think he's pretty cool.
Would well, not that
Can we do a 3-4 way
we
live?
could do a fuck. I told you we could do like I think you could do up to 15 people in here. I think
15. Holy crap!
I used to like so you guys know I used to be I'm on. I used to do a pretty big fucking YouTube channel, but it was more talking about science fiction and shit, like TV shows. I used to host a live show, and the most people I've ever had, but we didn't use Google Hangouts because I didn't have enough room. I posted shows with 20, 21 people.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I used to, and this is probably back in like 2015, and then
Hey, that's not long.
that's when I got sick, and I I still have the channel, but I don't use it because I don't know. I'm more into talking about life now.
Yeah,
But
weird stuff.
I don't. Yeah, you know what? I don't mind mixing it up. With
Mm.
TV shows or movies or music that that we like. Like
Talk
I
about
said,
everything.
if you guys are watching or whatever, yeah. Right now, I don't think I have anybody on my new channel. I made this channel a while back, but I haven't done anything with it. I haven't put any videos up yet or anything. But like I said, I plan on having a show probably weekly. It's going to be like open your mind, basically. It's going to be
Yeah.
the title of it, something like that, where I want to talk more. I'm going to have people on one.
Oh, that's cool. I like
One on
that.
one. With I want to get into their life experiences, and maybe we can all go on kind of like a journey together and learn some new things. I mean, I
Yeah.
have some people like I'm serious. Hold on. I with my old show, how I used to do it, I'd reach out to some not really super famous people, but some people that worked in the science fiction and mainly like Doctor Who.
Oh yeah.
Some of the actors and stuff from there, and some of the writers, and from some other shows. But I just want to get off that. I just want to really just I want to talk to real people with real experiences, and not just of yeah, I do want to get more into past lives and all that, but which I will more with Michelle. Maybe I do have somebody that wants to talk about some supernatural experiences,
Oh my god.
with spirits and possessions and stuff like that. So there's a lot of interesting things I'm into. MK Ultra is going to be a big one.
Oh yeah. I'm into all that kind of stuff because that's
You
where I
know,
want to. I feel like that's where I'm heading towards.
so
Because I
make
like.
sure
You know.
if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, which is my here. I don't know. I'll just put my I'll put in the chat right there. I wrote hi. So just if you want, subscribe to that. So then, when I do the shows, I want to do them unedited. I just want to do them live, like me and Michelle are doing now. You know,
Yeah.
and just live, just personal, one on one, getting really into the heart of things because believe it or not, talking it really helps people. It really helps people. It really does. Like getting things out, having
Yeah.
somebody to talk to. You know,
And
somebody understanding.
yeah,
You
it's
know,
hard. It's hard to find people like that in a world like this because it's
it is because you're
if
gonna
you're
get a
if because they consider you weird, you
yeah.
know, and they don't think you're normal, you know.
And
So
that's why on the side here, that's why you're gonna get hit with, you know, some people saying stupid shit.
yeah,
But I don't believe they're all bad people. I think some of them are just misguided, you know, or and lonely, honestly, in my opinion. I think you
yeah,
can change. I think you can change people like that to a degree. Most of them. I'm not going to say again. Like I still at some point would, if Alana would be open to it, I would really like to talk to her, even with you. Like just the people, the people that are attacking her.
that's
That's that's beyond trolling. I don't know. That's really that's sick. It's getting really personal and disgusting if you're trying to edge somebody on to hurt themselves, you know, which to me, like you said, it looks like that's what they're doing. They're
I
fucking
feel like they're doing it,
they're
you
fucking
know.
with her head.
Yeah, they are because they know that she has a they know she's in a psychiatric hospital, and you don't want to push a person that's in a
No,
psychiatric hospital. You don't want to do that because these people are playing, they're playing with somebody's life, you know. And I and
no,
and I, and I feel like it's so, I mean, it's so degrading to do that. It's like you're lowering yourself to make this person commit suicide. So
yeah,
it's like they can commit murder and they can get away with it,
you're
you
right.
know?
Exactly, exactly. Every day it happens. People, it's a shame. You know, when people are lonely or confused and they're getting bullied, they just want to end it. They see no reason to going on.
Yeah, because I heard there's a couple of YouTube people that committed suicide,
Yeah, there is.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
because of trolls. And
yeah.
trolls are they should, what they should do if a troll forces a person to commit suicide, they should hunt that troll down and arrest the troll for creating problems because some people can't handle it mentally, you know.
Most of the time, like I said, over the years of being on YouTube, I started my original channel. I started probably I'd say like around 2008. You know, kind of when YouTube really started picking up. And I would just do videos by myself, you know, talking about shit I like, you know. I don't know. I just had fun talking. And of course, I would get negative feedback all the time. You know, I think at first it bothered me because I was just being a genuine nice person and just trying. I wasn't talking anything political or anything,
Yeah,
but people like to hurt other people. But then over time, I found out who some of the trolls were for the most part and what they were about, and then they turn out kind of becoming friendly with you after a while. I mean, they're hard to trust after they've done all that shit. But yeah, you don't really want them to really, like I said, most of them are just fucking with you just so they can get a laugh, just so they can, in their head, let's see if we can rattle Michelle and make her fucking act like a fucking crazy mad lunatic. Like
yeah,
that's what they're getting off of. They're getting off of you getting upset. And that's probably why a lot of your friends are just probably telling you just, you know,
calm down.
ignore them, which
Yeah,
I would say the same thing. I wouldn't necessarily block all of them unless they really were getting sexual, like, or
yeah, they have been
yeah, then
sexual.
yeah, in that case, and you know, and what the fucking people saying the shit people are saying on your Alana's channel is still, that's fucked up. I mean, I still didn't watch her last video because we were in the middle of doing this still, but just skipping around in it, just looking at it though, that's fucking no, man. Like that's not cool. Those people should be like held accountable for that shit.
Yeah,
That's not just trolling. That's really just going after somebody like
yeah,
hardcore, and like I don't know what that's even doing to her. She seems pretty strong, but still,
yeah.
I mean, she's having enough fucking issues from what you tell me and stuff.
Yeah.
She don't fucking need that.
Yeah, they're
And like
just
I said, I feel with
Mhm.
her, she's like almost angelic.
yeah,
She
she is.
is. She really fucking is. I mean, I don't know. She might not like me. I have no clue. She might think I'm fucking some weird fucker. But the way I see her is, that's how she is. That's her. She's very kind and gentle. That like a. But again, I read her as a like a beaten animal, like a savagely tormented animal that went through hell growing up, especially as a child.
Yes.
And,
That's
and it's really it's not that easy to be strong from that. She's a strong girl, like to survive everything that. And like I said, you told me one or two things, but there's a lot more.
yeah, no, it's deeper because I think some part of me says there's something going on deeper within her family, So and
Yeah, and if that's the case, it's pretty fucked up. Her own family are cool with her living on the fucking street like that. Her own family, they're worried about her fucking dating you. Like,
yeah,
really? Like, they're worried about that, but they don't give a fuck, that she's out on the fucking streets. Has to stay at a fucking homeless shelter.
yeah.
Like,
They're not.
what the fuck?
Yeah, they're not very supportive. I mean, yeah, they want. I don't know. They want her to be like them. They want her. I don't know. It's just something about them. It's just something. There's something twisted that I felt from her family.
A lot of
About how they
jealousy.
treat her.
I'm going to tell you this right now. There's a lot of jealousy, and what I am infinite, which I wish you had a name just like Jeff or something a little easier to say. I am infinite, but maybe I don't know. I mean, I know some people don't want to give their names out, but it's easier for me just to.
Yeah,
But like he's saying, Alana has powerful insight. Yeah, that's what it is. I think she does. I think a lot of it has been blocked but by her family and people close to her as she was growing up. It's like how sick are some of those fucking adults that took advantage of her in all the ways, like with being molested,
yeah,
being hurt physically,
yeah. Because
mentally fucked up.
yeah, because she said there's a little Satanism or Luciferian background in there somewhere.
Yeah, but that's a whole nother fucking sack of potatoes right there,
Yeah,
man. Like that's
yeah,
like ooh, that's dark. That's some dark shit. Anybody into Satanism or what dealing with
yeah.
demons and devils again? All right, Steve, how you doing, buddy? Steve, that's his name. I am infinite. His name's Steve.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, Steve. But
Hey, Steve.
anybody again, I'm not one to say anything's fictitious or anything. I am not. I can have a conversation with a guy if he wants to talk to me about God or Jesus. That's fine. I'm open. I don't mind hearing certain things. Doesn't mean I'm going to believe it. I mean, Jesus is a whole nother thing. Could we? It's like this. I know we talk. Could a man like Jesus been around? Possibly. He could have just been. He could have been gifted and misunderstood.
Yeah.
And he could have healed people. It doesn't mean his dad was a god or of
Mhm.
any kind. He could have been really like one with the earth.
He was
And
he
really
was a
good.
hybrid. What I
Could have
heard,
been.
yeah, he was like
It
a
could have been that
hybrid.
too. It could have. There's
Yeah.
different theories on that. I believe there was some
There's somebody down here,
being
but
of that was like a Jesus, but I think people misinterpret it, dude.
a lot of
And then
aliens came down this planet, and when they see an alien that looks like that has long hair, because most of the aliens that I realized they all had long hair, and they all had beards. It's like, and then they see something like some magical, thing that they could do with their minds and how they think. You can hear voices in your head, and they think when they hear the voices in their head, they think it's God talking to them, but
course.
actually it's the alien communicating to them. You know, that's
It was you got to figure that was over what say it took
2000.
place over 2,000 years ago.
Yeah,
Of course, people would look at it that way. Of course, even if you would think, "Oh, wow, that's a god." I mean, it's all you wouldn't think. You wouldn't think. You know, over the years, especially even as not even that long, over the past say 200 years, there's been so much more evidence being built up, being hidden. A lot of evidence is hidden from the governments, all the
yeah,
world governments. You
yeah,
know, especially to deal with any kind of UFOs or aliens or
yeah.
all that shit is
It,
hidden very very fucking well. They're very
it,
good at it.
it's
But
it's huh.
what what'd you say?
It's funny about hearing voices in your head. You know, saying God's talking to you, and then when you hear voices in your head, they think you're crazy.
Yeah. I mean, but here. The thing is, there is crazy people. I mean, there is people with brain damage. It does happen. There are
Yeah,
people that are born
I got
fucked
brain
up.
damage.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can be in an accident or fell down the steps or hit by a truck or a bus, you know, and fuck your brain up. You could be born with cerebral palsy,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, where your whole body's being fucking triggered with, you know, with movements that you cannot control. So yeah,
yeah,
there are people that are crazy, I guess, but more mentally disabled, I guess I would say, more than crazy. But the thing is that the people that are mentally disabled are they get confused. People confuse them with people that have open minds and
yeah.
people that can see things or people that can experience things because that just sounds fucking crazy, I
Crazy.
guess, you know, to people. It's
Yeah, that's why they
hard.
tell you. That's why they tell you go to a mental institution or go see a psychologist because you
You know,
see things.
I'm honestly not. I get psychology to a degree, and trust me, Michelle. I mean, I haven't told you the half of it, but I've been able to help people. I've been able to help people just by talking to them, you
Yeah,
know. And I don't mean no fancy fucking stones I'm sending people, nothing. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
That I
Here's a
bought,
stone. It's gonna carry
yeah.
you.
That I or any fucking magical fucking spears that are just fucking glass with fucking aluminum foil inside with some rocks. I mean, nah, that shit ain't cool. I'm you know me, I'm against that shit. And I
Yeah,
do
no,
want to make a video on that and people like that are flim flam fuckers that
yeah,
hit people's pocketbooks and shit. You know, I'm not, you know. But that's
yeah.
a whole different thing. But yeah, I forget where we were fucking. Where were we? Because we went off fucking topic.
We're everywhere
We're
today.
fucking everywhere today. Again, everyone here. We're not. what 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 I will do. I mean, I don't mind being random. That's cool too. But what I will do when I'm doing the my shows on my channel is I'm gonna whoever I'm talking to. We're really gonna dive deep into. I'm not expect I want them to feel comfortable and get their stories out. There honestly shouldn't be anything too uncomfortable for people to talk about. I get it. Even if it comes to rape
Yeah,
or because even if it's one or two people out there that's able to catch the video and be able to watch and be like, "Oh, okay, I relate to that." And that could be somebody else eventually me or you can talk to. But
yeah,
that we could help. I know you're still learning but you're doing good because like I said, I'm liking that thing. Some things are coming back to you, and
yeah.
some things are scary to you, like the whole dark.
So that's
No,
yeah,
yeah, like you know, I get it. It's because I had to go through that myself by myself for a little bit of time, and
yeah,
that was scaring me. I was lucky enough to find an older person to talk to about these experiences, somebody that understood. You know,
yeah. It's
somebody
kind of hard.
it really fucking is. And somebody that would listen to me and I would listen to them, you know, and we would go back and forth. Better, easier to do that in person when you're physically in front of each other. A lot more can be accomplished.
Yeah,
A lot
exactly.
more can be accomplished when you're physically with somebody else, you know,
Yeah,
in a radius, you know. Like I told you, Any if somebody wants to join in?
You want to come in, Thomas? You want to come in and hang out with us?
Thomas Visor or Visor?
Visor.
Visor?
I always say Visor. I don't know why.
Visor?
Yeah, you can come in. It's like if you guys want to join us, you can come in and join us.
You'd have to send them the invite. I mean, they can't just come in. Oh my God, fuck. Imagine if they could just come in. You'd be fucked. Then you'd have trolls fucking just coming in, dancing around.
You should see the pictures of the trolls. You know, they the ones that like I said, the ones that dress up like a clown. You know.
I know you were telling me that, but I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna have to find. Yeah, you're gonna have to find that for me.
And then you can look into them because they're all teenagers. There were like 4 teenagers that were dressed up like clown. One dressed up like a Wookiee with the fucking Jason mask on. You know.
Wookiee.
Yeah, Wookiee with Jason mask on, you know, and this is what they do. They were like mimes, you know. They look like mimes, and they had cardboard boxes on the background. They went all out to put cardboard boxes.
That just sounds like some kids goofing around, though.
Yeah, it was funny though. I was laughing my ass off. You know, they were trying to be scary.
Did you get Thomas's email?
Oh, let me check.
He'll have to send you, Thomas. You have to send Michelle your email address. And I guess I don't know how can you see you're gonna look different on. I can't invite people because you're running it right now. So
let's see.
You must have an invite somewhere. I don't know where.
Invite. Screen share. Screen share. Oh, I can change the screen. Oh, okay. I see.
Well, that means I could see what you're looking at on your computer. Like if you had a picture or something.
Oh, okay. That's weird. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a new thing. Cameraman. I have a cameraman. Let's see. Group chat. Enter. Oh, okay. Let me. Where's the invite? Oh, I got. Oh, okay. I see. Invite. I have to invite. Till. Okay, Thomas. Can you send me your email? Where did you send your? If you got Messenger, send me your email on Messenger. If you got
Is he friends with you on Facebook?
I don't see him.
Is he a Facebook friend?
Nope, I don't see him on here. Oh, can you put your email address on the chat? I can write it down. Yeah, I never had another person on here, so this will be kind of interesting. See?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's a new way for you, to do your shows too.
Yeah.
Because you can get you can have Alana on here too.
Yeah, I'll let Lana know too. Let's see. Steve Phillips, no, Logic.
He doesn't have a Facebook.
Oh, I don't. Can you tell him? Can you put your email, Thomas? Can you put your email address on the chat room? But I know that's not good to do.
Yeah, well, don't put your password on the fucking chat.
No. Oh no! How do you send? Only way I can think of is on Messenger. You know, if you have Messenger, send it to me on Messenger.
Yeah, he would have to put the email address that he's using for his YouTube channel, the Thomas Visor one. He'd have to use that email.
Thomas Visor. I wonder if I can. Wonder if I can just paste it on there. Copy. Okay.
Unless he pops up without the email, I don't know.
It didn't go in. I put Thomas Visor on it.
I think
Didn't have his. You have to have an email address to do.
He needs to put the email address in here or send it to your email or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Thomas, send it. Send my email address is camaro02girl@yahoo.com. Send it to that. Small C Camaro. Camaro.
Who fucking sang that song? Bitchin' Camaro, Bitchin' Camaro. Who somebody sang that?
I don't remember that. I don't even know that. I didn't even know they had a song like that.
My girl has a bitchin' Camaro. I want to think it was that the Beastie Boys?
Beastie Boys. Oh my God, Beastie Boys.
I'm curious. There was a fucking song like that. Let me see.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that song. We have 6 viewers. 6. Holy cow.
Hey, people, feel free to leave your questions. Yeah. The Dead Milkmen.
The Dead Milkmen? I never heard of them.
Let me hear. Let me see if it's what I'm thinking.
Dead Milkmen.
I'll send it to you.
I'm on YouTube. Let's see if they have a video on it. Dead Milkman. Punk rock. The Dead Milkman.
Bitchin' Camaro.
The Secret of Life. Dead Milkman, The Secret of Life.
Yo, if you find it, the song doesn't really start until 2 minutes in.
Oh my God.
It's like 2 guys talking, and then after 2 minutes, it goes into Bitchin' Camaro. I ran over my neighbor with my bitchin' Camaro.
The Dead Milkman, I Dream of Jesus. Oh my God, they're on MTV too. Dead Milkman on Club MTV.
That's funny.
I never heard of them. I don't know why.
But you had to really be into the punk music.
Yeah.
Like some of that stuff I'm into, like I was big into like the Cramps. That was one of them I liked.
The Cramps. I was more into pop.
Yeah, I like that too. I like the good
the weird pop and all that stuff was.
I sent it to you just for but like I said, it doesn't start until like 2 minutes in. I guess if you're ever in your Camaro again.
In my Camaro. Yeah, I sold my Camaro.
You could be
I bought me a pickup truck. A green one. I got a green pickup.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I got one of the I had a blue Camaro, and then I decided to trade in for a green pickup truck, I wish I had them both though,
Was the Camaro comfortable though, or is it tight in there? Like, were you comfortable?
I didn't like it was. I had the 2014, or no, not 2000. Yeah, 2014. It was comfortable, but it wasn't. I didn't like this. I didn't like it when I go into second gear. It never went into second gear. And
really?
It
was newer.
It had like 30,000 miles on it, but it was in great shape. But it's like I always had a problem. It didn't feel like the Camaro, like the one I had in the 2002 one I had, the F body one, because the LS1 was more it shipped way better.
Really?
Yeah, the 2014 was kind of it was slow. It had an LS3 in it, but it was like I don't know. The feel of it didn't feel like it,
Oh, okay.
One thing was it was retro, but it still had it didn't feel like I wanted to feel, you know. It just
It was like just the idea of having it made you feel
yeah.
cool. Yeah, I get you.
Just no, the idea was the color that I wanted, you know.
Oh, the
I
color.
wanted I wanted the blue Camaro. I wanted a blue car with fully loaded everything that because I had the obsession because I could not afford it, you know. And then all of a sudden it's like it had, you know, it was 3 years old, you know. And then I finally say, oh, this has everything in it. It's like, and then all of a sudden it's like you finally got the car that you want. And then
Yeah.
once you got the car, then I had the car for almost a year, and then I kind of like, oh my god, you know,
Yeah.
it's like, do I really want this car? You know, it's
Yeah.
like, and then I say, okay, then I miss my pickup truck, you
Mm.
know, so it's like I guess I feel like I'm too old for to have this car, but it's not about, it's just the color that
Yeah.
I wanted
That's
because I had
cool.
an obsession for blue, you know. I've been wanting blue for since the day I got out of the army, and and every time I go to the dealer, they
Yeah.
always gave me their color. It was never
Oh.
my color, you know.
Yeah, I get you. Got to
Yeah,
pay extra to get it your color, right?
yeah. It's like
Fuckers.
so the only place I could get my color is at CarMax. So I went to CarMax and I finally got the color that I wanted, and then my mind kind of rested. My mind felt at ease, you
That's cool.
know.
Yeah, you got to enjoy it a bit. That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I finally kind of like I finally got the color and I feel at ease now. So now I say, yeah, I had the color blue, you know? So, and then
Good.
I say, now I got green.
Green. Well, there you go. That's it.
We got a green
Biggest
pickup
detail.
truck. You know?
I think Steve is asking me, or do you mean do I believe in heaven or hell, Steve? Like that?
Where do you see that?
I am infinite.
Oh, okay. Mike, do you believe there's a, f- uh, a
Is that
firmament of this planet?
is that
No,
heaven or hell or something like that? I'm not 100% on that word.
firmament of this planet. Do you believe in?
Um,
I don't get that. I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. It's a complicated word for
all
me.
right. Well, the definition is the heavens or the sky, especially when regarded as a tangible thing. Um,
Heaven is the sky.
yeah, well, as far as heaven,
Firmament. I found it.
oh,
Firmament meaning
my screen fucked up.
heaven or the sky, especially when regarded tangible things. Sky, heaven, the blue, wide. Oh yeah, he's saying that, you know, because you know when you know human beings when you go back in the past and they look up to the heavens, you know, and then that's how they see it. When they see the black skies, you see the blue skies. They look up to the heavens, and then hell, because they always say hell is
No.
on earth, you know. So
Yeah, yeah,
so hell is on earth. Earth is hell, you know,
yeah.
and when you look up into the sky, it's heaven. And then somehow they twisted they twisted the reality to you know, manipulate people to make them slaves. So they use heaven and hell. It's like if you don't do your job, if you don't make money, you're gonna go to hell. You know, if you do your job and you make money and you make everybody happy, you're going to heaven. So I use that as I always believe that heaven and hell is like a terrorist threat. You know,
Why? Well,
you're
yeah. So
terrorizing people with
I'm
that.
trying to think how to answer. Well, I guess my own, I guess, personal
Yeah.
belief on, I guess, if you want to go biblically on heaven or hell. No, I don't really. Do I think? Put it this way: do I think people, if you die, do you go to heaven or hell? Not exactly. Not exactly. Not like that. I don't believe. I believe more in. I don't want to say reincarnation exactly, but something similar to that. But more than that, not. I don't believe. I don't believe in time. I don't believe time. I don't take that seriously. I believe you could be reincarnated to back to the past also, if you get what I'm saying. The
Oh yeah,
universe, it's so fucking huge.
yeah, no,
You ever geez, I don't think any human can comprehend how big
it's
the
infinite.
fucking yeah, it's just
It's non. It's
all the
like it's
shit, all the energy, all like the dark matter, all that,
yeah,
all the energies,
yeah.
all that, you
There's a lot of
know,
energies out there that not even even for us we can't even comprehend all the energies out there.
for even the idea of a even if like for the idea of a single being, like even say God, a Christian God, to really watch over all that is no, it just
It's
doesn't.
crazy.
Yeah, it's too much. I'm not. Hey, again, I'm not saying there isn't. We know. I know there's beings out there with let's just say powers
Yeah.
that are stronger than us humans that we are now. That would look fantastic to us.
But this being is like he's in a higher density than we are.
Right.
You
Yes.
know,
Yes. We
but
have.
it would be considered a god if he came down to our density because the way he is and how
Right.
he,
That's
you know,
almost like most that's almost then you get into alternate realities in a way or multi-universes,
yeah.
which I
There's
which I which I do believe in too in a way, you know? I believe it's so open
yeah,
where almost anything's possible. It's almost like, well, was there a Moses that did the 10 commandments? Probably, but
in
it's
an
not what
alternate
it's
universe.
yeah, but it's not well, it's not that. It's not what you it's not what you would think it is. That could have been and that could have been an ET or an alien fucking communicating with him.
Yeah, ET shooting out
Easily.
laser weapons and carving out
Yes,
the words.
exactly. Exactly. It doesn't mean that's what I mean when it comes to even like a lot of different religions. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities in them if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's a lot missing from them too, surprisingly. Like we don't even fucking know what happened in Egypt yet. That's a whole fucking nother thing.
Oh yeah.
You got all, like the pyramids there. They find some pretty crazy fucking shit there.
Yeah, they got
But
the whole world there's a shitload of pyramids everywhere. There's like pyramids in the sea. There's pyramids in fucking Russia. There's pyramids in China. They're all over the place.
yeah, that well, that's what it is. And you got to figure all the like the fantastic stuff that they discover on this planet. It's amazing. It's even the simple. It's amazing when they discover new light like fossils from shit that was here a long fucking time ago, like
Yeah.
dinosaurs. That kind of shit is fucking cool. That's cool. I'm glad they're discovering that shit. And I know some people are like, well, dinosaurs weren't mentioned in the Bible, but of course they weren't. They didn't fucking have paleontologists back then fucking looking at that shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They didn't have science or anything like that. So
No.
I'll I'll give the Bible that. That's why it wasn't. So
Yeah, we were all good friends with the dinosaur. I like the
yeah,
part where we're all good friends with the
yeah,
dinosaur. We're happy and we're coexisting with them. And
yeah. That was a
I'm eating you now.
right. Yeah, exactly. That's a whole that's a whole different topic. But yeah, it's like it's that it's stuff that they hide from us that they find
Yeah,
that come from that come from out in the universe somewhere that they don't want us to see.
yeah,
Some metals,
yeah.
certain types of wood that just doesn't come from here. There's a whole list of shit. That's
There's a
still
lot.
yeah, it's still no, I don't understand why the government or governments want to hide that shit from us. I don't understand the reason. I guess maybe they want to be able to experiment with shit without, the people knowing about it in a way, privately. So if they do find a crashed spaceship, they hide it away and they'll experiment on a dead alien or ET,
Yeah.
or keep it
I-
alive and keep it a prisoner.
Yeah, because I found out that they were they had certain people that had all the bodies. I found out David Wilcott again. If you watch him, and it'll tell you details about how many alien bodies they autopsied, and some of them like they couldn't are kind of like mind blowing, and then they realize, and then the ships that they have, they call the TRDs or something. I don't know what they call them, TRD 30s or something. They're all integration from the ships that crashed down here. So that we stolen technology. Well, we kind of like took their technology and we integrated with our technology.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I believe that. And that's
The
why they don't
cell
want
phone. The
the
cell
public to
phone
know.
is the cell phone is ET, stolen from ET technology. Or I mean, that's what they're using the cell phones for. Came from the ETs.
Yeah,
LED lights. LED lights, they came from the ET ships.
it could be. That could be. It could be. I mean, there are some things that we did invent ourselves. Well, let me see.
Yeah.
All right.
Tesla is only people. I think Tesla is the only one that's the original on actually making, technology stuff that they don't want to. Tesla was going to give all the technology for free, the free energy.
Oh yeah.
Free. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, they
Which
got to put a
it's
stop to that. They want to make fucking money, of course.
yeah. It's like
Steve, let me see what Steve said here. Most of my family are considered Christians, and they would look at me a little different because I grew out of it mentally. But it has some good people or some good things in it. Yeah, of course it does. If somebody's a Christian, I don't think they're bad. I mean, how about like this? In anything, you got bad people. You got bad people. Of course, you have bad Christians. You have bad Muslims. You have bad Catholics. You have bad Jews. You have bad atheists. You have bad
yeah,
people that have open minds. Yeah, we know who some of them people are. You know what I mean? But as far as Christians, yeah, you can, yeah. Yeah. The one thing I don't agree with is anybody. I can discuss religion with people, but I don't like people pushing their views on me.
yeah. I hate
And
that
I
too.
don't like that. I don't like, well, hey, you gotta if you don't if you don't let Jesus into your heart, you know, you need to be saved by Jesus or you'll go to hell. And if you're this, you'll go to hell. Or you probably get, well, if you're not living as you're meant to as a man, you're gonna go to hell unless you repent, that
Mm,
kind of shit. No, I don't believe that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I think even if I don't know, even if there was a God, even if you want to go, all right, there is a Christian God, let's just say there was, I don't think he would be so hateful to people that he created. I mean, he created in their minds of the Christians, he created everything. Right? I mean that's how they believe. He created everything within 6 days or whatever. So he
yeah,
created things. If you want to get into it, he created Satan. Now, they like to say, well, God is perfect, never made a mistake, but I don't know. Satan, I would say, was a mistake. I don't know. I mean, why would he make Satan?
yeah.
Why would he make
Why
Satan?
would he make Satan?
If he
It's
was
like
if
now.
he,
It's like
if
it's kind of weird that that people. It's the same. It came from the person came from the same place.
I grew up in a very, very super fucking religious house. I had to write verses of the Bible as a child as a punishment. Okay, so th- that's another story for another day. But I grew up
Yeah.
in a harsh Christian house, harsh. Um, but like I said, the things they believe to believe in a perfect God, especially with all the mistakes that have been made, and then you're not allowed to blame him. You're not allowed because he's perfect. That's fucked up. He made
Yeah.
Satan, and Satan turned against him, and so do a bunch of other fucking angels by their stories. He made Adam and Eve. They were flawed. Well, they ate the whatever, fucking
The apple.
fucking ate the fucking apple because they were tempted by fucking Satan that God created.
The
you know
lizard.
what I'm saying? Yeah. So God, and they're what I'm saying. I'm not, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I don't believe in it like that, but I'm saying in the Bible, the way it's spoken is their God is perfect. He didn't make any mistakes. You can't say nothing against God.
But you have to question him too sometimes, because I always question.
Of course.
The belief, because they don't want you to talk about their beliefs, because they want to keep it. They want to keep you. I don't know.
But that's what Steve's saying. I guess he's saying, yeah, there can be good Christians. There can be. Just go to church, do their shit, whatever. And they're not bothering anybody, yeah. But don't push fucking religion on people. I don't care what fucking religion it is. Again, I don't mind talking about it with, there's cool stories in the fucking Bible, really fucking cool ones. But the book of Revelations is fucking awesome. That's filled with dragons and death. That's a horror movie. The end of the Bible is a fucking awesome fucking horror movie.
The part that they don't like to read. That's the one that
yeah.
They don't like to read that part.
They only like to say, "Hey, this is going to happen." If you're not a good person. But there are some cool. It's a cool book in a way where there's some cool stories in it. That there is. But
to
have faith in it.
Yeah,
that's up to you.
It's funny. It's like we should sometimes read the verse that they don't like to read. Because I read some of the verses. It's kind of like it's pretty sickening.
Yeah, you read the whole book of Revelations. Yeah. It is.
It's like you're right. It's like a horror story. It's like that, but they kind of like twist it and make it nice. It's like, how do you make it nice?
That's there's not too much nice about the book of Revelation. That's the one they scare people with. They'll reference it to scare you into religion because you don't want to go through that. You're not going to want to go through, oh shit, the Antichrist is here. Yeah. Oh shit, I mean, fuck, that's really fantastic. And I do love movies like that. I do love like The Omen. With the Antichrist kid. I do like that shit, but
where she twists her head up.
The Exorcist too. But but yeah, I think what the way the book of Revelations work is where I forget who it was. A guy went into the future. The guy that wrote the book of Revelations went into the future and wrote down everything that he saw, basically. Well, and it's really some fucking crazy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because they're telling you, if you don't believe in God, Jesus will come back and take all the people that believed in him, and he's going to leave all the other motherfuckers here.
And we're going to weird about that.
Well, if we don't believe in God and it's happened, we're going to have to stay here for, I don't know, like 7 years and suffer. And he's going to let Lucifer rule us and torture us, and we can't die, and the streets will be filled with blood and fucking dragons and fucking all kinds of fucking just really fantastic stuff. It sounds cool like a horror movie, but I think it was made to really scare people into following a religion.
Yeah, it's a controlling book.
Yeah, I'd say back then. I mean, I'm sure they had some kind of laws, but I guess in a way, religion back then worked so you could be moral.
Yeah,
I guess so. Like if you look at the 10 Commandments, and geez, like George Carlin was a genius on that. Where I think he got it down to 2 or 3 because you don't need most of them. But definitely, you don't want to kill people unnecessarily. You don't want to steal off people. It's all moral. It's you should already have it inside you.
It should be natural. It's like it should responsibility. I always talk about responsibility because that's what the main thing. If you're responsible about yourself and you're responsible for everything around you, then then what? And then you wouldn't have to have rules, you know, because you're already like your own self. You're disciplining your own self, actually, you know,
Yeah.
because
And
because you need responsibility, you know, because without responsibility, you don't. That means you don't have to depend on rules when you have your own responsibility, you know. But you can create rules, but you don't have to overdo the rules, you
yeah.
know.
It's
But
basically don't fuck with other people,
yeah,
don't hurt other people. It's as simple as that,
yeah.
to me.
Don't
But
force your religion, you
but
know.
to end that conversation, I'll say this: it's never good to join in a religion or anything because you're scared, because
Oh
you're
yeah,
afraid. Like if you're afraid you're going to go to hell, so you're going to go to church now. I don't think it should be that way,
no,
But I do think yeah, I agree. There are good people all over that are misguided. There, but yeah, just don't hurt other people. That's what I believe. In any way, that's stealing off them, murdering them, raping.
yeah. Simple. I mean, it's really
Just
simple,
keeping
you
it
know.
simple. Just respect everybody. That's all. Just be
Yeah.
cool. But it's a grimy world out there, man. It's hard. It's
let,
hard.
let me get my sword. I gotta get my sword ready, you know. Yeah, that's what I hate about this world. It's like I don't. It's like it's never. You can't. People. You have to watch your back because this world. You have to watch your back because you're so individualized. You know.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like it. I mean, there's always going to be differences, and the differences is what's going to keep us. That's what keeps the chaos going, you know. And
No.
then
Yeah.
everybody relies on the chaos. You know, chaos is us. You know, chaos is our life right now. You know, so that's how I look at it. You know, I look at everything as chaos because you cannot support each other in a world like this. There's no, I mean, it's hard and it's rare to find people that really actually can support each other because most of the time they're all going to fend for each other. They're all going to, yes, that's how I look at it, you know, because if you live in a world that's so like I said, dependent on money and, it's part, and you're right, it's part of our life, but
Yeah.
it's like, it's gonna end up hurting a lot of people, you know,
It's a
because we are
shame.
so dependent on it.
It would be so easy to get out of that if more people just work together or help each other out.
Yeah, it's
It really doesn't take much.
no,
It's really about community and making friendships with people that are kind of like-minded,
yeah,
that you can talk
exactly.
to and eventually you can maybe you get maybe a couple you gather up a couple people, get a piece of land together, and that's your land. All right,
Yeah.
it's not your land, but you know what I mean?
We're sharing.
That yeah,
We're,
that's
we're, we're working together. We're creating an environment where we don't, it's like
put a fucking
we're
couple put
yeah,
a couple cabins or trailers on it. Meet up every like couple times a year, you
yeah,
know? Meet up, just fucking chill out with each other, have some good food, sit
like
around the fucking
garden.
fire, smoke a
Yeah,
little marijuana.
yeah. That's, yeah.
Really, and just
And
enjoy each other's company. That's really all it really takes.
yeah, but some people view this as a commune, and I don't believe in this commune system. It's like I
Well, no,
believe
it wouldn't be
it's just
that.
a gathering. It's like
Yeah,
a
I would
gathering,
have.
you know?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, no, there wouldn't
Yeah.
be no leaders or nothing like that.
No, it's
No
not.
sleep, no sleeping with everybody's wives and all that shit.
No, no.
It's just, it's just getting together and
Yeah,
exploring each other's friendships. And
yeah.
just talking
That's
and
it.
really good food. Have some good food.
Yeah, food. It's funny. Food it does bring people together. Food
It
does
does.
bring people together, and food is the one that's going to support the people at the same time.
Yeah.
So I look at food as it's like we should grow plenty enough food for everybody in our little gathering, and it should last for years.
Yeah.
You know, we should create a storage to put the food in so we all can eat through the winter time or through the, you know, until summertime we go back and grow crops again, you know?
That would be fucking awesome. That would
Yeah.
be awesome.
And
That
then, you
would be
know, it's
awesome.
like you live in a house, you know, and you have a hammock, you know, just, you know, just sitting in your hammock and watch your food grow, you know? It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way I like it. I rather do that. I rather work like that,
Yeah.
you know, than work in a job that where you have to fucking, you know, just fucking, you know, do the same monotonous bullshit. And then versus this way, you
Yeah.
know, you're smoking pot, you know, and you're not getting arrested for it, you know, and
Right.
it's like,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, but it's like, you're feasting at the same time, you know,
Yeah.
over your cravings and all that crap. Yeah, that's the way I think. You know, it's like
Oh
I
yeah.
feel.
I get
It's
that.
like we should just feel. We should feel relaxed.
Yeah.
You know. You know. We don't. It's funny about human beings. They do not understand what relax mean. You know, the understanding of relaxing. You know,
It's
because we're
very
still.
hard. It's very hard for a lot of people to relax.
Yeah.
Just kind of like what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Like I'm relaxed. I'm sitting back. I'm chill. Just listening to you talk
Yeah.
and seeing whoever's, some people are commenting, reading their stuff, just chilling out, just
Yeah.
having
That's
a
it.
discussion. It's just,
That's
the
what I
only
like.
the only
You
thing
know.
we're missing is a nice fucking fire between us, like a nice little bonfire going
Yeah.
on, a little ground fire where we're sitting on our comfy chairs with our shoes off on a nice fucking night.
Roasting marshmallows.
Oh, roasting all kinds of shit. Yeah, fucking hot dogs and shit. Yeah,
Yeah. That's a life I like. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I just want to just
drinking some sodas. Just
yeah,
fucking relaxing. Yeah,
yeah,
fucking right. Yeah,
just yeah. Campfire. You know what's funny about campfire? It's like a meditation when you look at it. You know,
it
when
really
you
is.
look at the
I wish
fire, it's like
I
you
wish I
just
could do that here, but like I told you, I'm in a fucking trailer park, so I'm in a pretty nice trailer park, but they're not going to allow fires outside.
yeah, just start a bonfire.
These things fucking go up in flames in like seconds.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
come on, people, get your marshmallow. We're having a
Yeah, right.
bonfire.
Fuck. But yeah, because even I guess like you said, even where you're at, you're in a bit of a community too. So I guess
Yeah, I
they
got
don't.
HOA.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna put a fire in the HOA community. Oh, what are you doing there? You can't put no fireplace there. You know that I have to fine you to put a fireplace there. So no, I'm building a bonfire. You know, here's $1,000 fine for having a bonfire in the middle of the parking lot. Like,
it's
oh my.
it's it's. I've done it. I've met up with people that I've met online. I have. It has happened over my time being online, but more in like the New York area, a little bit in Connecticut, but because I'm closer. But yeah, you can get you find it. I mean, God, I'm in the Poconos, so there's fucking campgrounds all over the fucking place around here.
Oh my God, I'd like to
Yeah,
be over there.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not impossible to gather a few people up and say, hey, let's hang out for the weekend, and just
Yeah,
chill and free our minds just for the weekend, and you
yeah,
need that. You need that. You need to refuel your body, your body you're in, instead of working, sleeping, working. Like,
yeah.
it's
That's
not
all I
good.
do. I just work. I don't have time. I don't want to go out. And then on the weekends, I sleep in all day.
Yeah.
And then I go back to work again. That's it. And then I get as much sleep as I can. I watch TV to entertain myself.
Yeah, of
So,
course.
and then, I watch YouTube videos to entertain myself. That's it. That's all I do. I
Yeah.
don't do nothing else. I've been doing this for 29 years. And working has consumed me on my everyday life, And it's like driving a truck, driving a truck every fucking day. That's my life, That's what that took over my life. I mean, it
Yeah.
took it took majority of my. It stole. I look at working because I work. I think work. There's nothing wrong working, but I don't feel like you should work 8 hours a day or
No,
8 to 14 hours. I think you should work at least fucking 2-3 days a week at least, so you don't get bored. I understand that, but it's like I don't think you should work 5 days a week, 40 hours, taking 40 hours of your time, because it's your time that they're taking.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
See, trucking for me, they stole my time. They stole every ounce of my time, of my life. They stole all these businesses. They stole my life, and I don't have time for anything. Only time I have is this weekend or one day. I mean, because when I used to work for I used to work for a company. I was out 18 months. And I only had one weekend off every 2 months, because I know if I don't get paid much. The longer you stay out, the more you get paid.
Oh, okay.
That's the way it works. But if you don't work, if you work 5 days a week, you don't get a big huge paycheck. You get like a $250 check here, $300. Sometimes you'll get $500, in a week. And that's the way it works. Because if you get paid by the mileage, if you don't drive, if you stop driving for a couple of days, you just lost $200-$300.
Jeez.
For those 2 days. So you can end up. When I used to drive, I used to take home on a week sometimes $230 one week, and then $500 the next week, $700 the other week. And sometimes it'd be like $200 that week, And I used to stay out. I stay out because if I go home every day, you don't make no money. You have to keep your wheels rolling. That's the way it works. If you keep your wheels rolling, that's where you make your money.
That sucks.
Yeah. So you actually, because for me, when I was working for my last company, I grossed out at 28 grand. Or no, yeah, 28,000
for a year?
For 1 year, yeah. And then I worked over 70 hours a week. 70 hours a week. I drove constantly. I drove nonstop for 2 months. I flipped
That's a shame.
It's below minimum wage.
I was thinking you could have probably got more money working at a Burger King for the year.
Yeah, McDonald's make more money than I do.
Yeah, no, yeah, fuck. They're taking you.
Yeah,
they took you for that year. That's fucked up.
Yeah, 28,000.
I didn't know nothing about trucking, but I assumed they made okay money. I don't know.
It depends on the company that you work for, because usually some companies, they pay pretty good. I mean, if you work for a union company, you'll make 70,000 a year.
Oh, okay.
If you work for the big huge companies, I'm not going to say their names, the big mega companies that you see every day, you'll make in between 15,000. I say 15,000 to about 30 grand, maybe. If you're lucky. If you're a trainer, you can actually make 50 grand, 40, 50 grand.
For training people.
Yeah, because technically you're driving teams. But it's like, it depends on the company. It's like this company I'm working for right now. It's like it's kind of like. It's a logistic company, and it's really small, and they pay pretty well. They pay way better. It's like, seems like when I work for the smaller company, I get paid better versus when I work for the big company. The big company is the ones that fuck you, because there's the layover for trucking company is like 120, 130% for the big companies.
Oh shit.
It's high layover because no one wants to stay out for two. They want you to stay out. They prefer for you to stay out at least 2 weeks.
Jeez.
And some people live in their trucks. There are people that live in their trucks, and when they get fired, they end up being homeless. Yeah. There's another side of trucking that people don't see, because that. And then some people, they'll pay for you to come to their orientation. We have to go through an orientation when you first go to a company. You do that for a week. They put you on a driving test. If you fail the driving test, then you have to pay your way back.
Oh shit.
Some companies, they'll make you pay your way back. And if you're unemployed and you don't have no money and you can't pay your way back, this will show you. This is another part of trucking company that they don't tell you. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, trucking company is a fucking. You're working below minimum wage and driving, staying out every day, and then the fuel, the cost and keeping those truck running, the fuel prices are ridiculous too. I remember it was almost like $4 a gallon for diesel, and then they get the fuel surcharges, and they get other things that goes with it. It's like how do you survive? You know, the trucking company especially. It's like so it's like it's flipping a coin. You know, it's like the way it works is the longer you stay out, you know, the more money you make, because you have to be dedicated. If you own your own truck, you might as well just live in your truck if you want to own your own truck, you know?
Oh, shit.
You know? But it's like I realize, you know, it's a risk, you know, owning a truck. You know, it's a very big risk. It's like do I really want? Because it's funny. It's funny that back in the old days, I used to see trucks being repossessed. You know, repossessed trucks. So that means they're not. There's something wrong with their picture. Either they're not paying their fucking drivers enough. You know, or they're fucking their drivers. And it's funny. It's like, you know, these people that are hiring drivers, right? It's like they're so desperate. They're finding anybody that's dumb enough to drive for them, you know, because that's what they look for. They look for the dumb truck driver, the young ones. I figure the young, fresh meat, you know, because they like cheap, you know, they're cheaper, they're easy to, you get more money out of them. They'll drive them hard, and when you drive hard, you know, you're gonna end up making 21 to 25,000 a year. 20,000 a year, and they think it depends, you know, how you start out. If you have, it's funny, the experience thing. There's another thing about trucking that they don't understand. When you have experience, you know, if you have, like me, I have 30 years experience, but now they want verifiable experience. So if a company went out of business, they're not going to include that, even though you could work for that company for 30 years. Yeah, if you work there for a company 30 years and they shut down. Yeah. They're not going to include that, since they can't find it. They're not going to give. They're going to pay you like you're a brand new driver, even though you have 30 years of experience, and they're going to put you in truck driving school, which that costs like $2,800. You know, man, because you have nothing to verify that you used to drive a truck. So yeah, it's a scam. These people, they're looking for cheap drivers. You know. So that's how I kind of like realize that trucking is nothing but a fucking scam, just like any other business. You know, they're all looking for the cheap labor. You know, trucking's right now. You know, trucking is the heart of the economy. You know, I can tell you that right now. Trucking is the heart of the economy, and they're finding all kinds of fucking scams to fucking get you in. Wow. To drive with them, you know, because there's a big, huge shortage right now. Trucking, there's a big shortage in driving right now, and they're desperate to willing to hire anybody along. You know, they give you the hype that we'll pay you 50 to 70,000 a year, and it's like I worked for 1 year and I didn't even come close to 50 to 60, 70,000 a year. You know? Yeah, shit. Until I worked for this company, and it's like tossing a coin, finding a good company to work for. This company is based out of New Jersey. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So I realize that anybody who lives in New York, New Jersey, you know, they have a higher pay. But if you take New Jersey pay, I have New Jersey pay down here, down south. Oh. So that's what I got. I have New Jersey pay. You know, the way they pay it, they're a little bit higher up there. So I'm living down here, but now all of a sudden the New Jersey people are coming down here, and the cost of living just went up the roof here. You know, say what the fuck? Yeah, it used to be $300 a week, $325 a week, $325 a month for rent. and having a mortgage used to be, you know, like $300-400 a month down here. Now it's like it's so ridiculous. Now it's up in the 800s to 1,000.
Yeah.
And this is the cheapest place to live. This is really cheap place to live. Now it's not cheap anymore because, you know, now we got Boeing, we got Porsche, now we're getting Volvo, you know, now we're getting all kinds of new companies down here. And when these new companies come down here, your cost of living is going to go up the roof like crazy. They're expanding now.
Oh, shit.
In Charleston, so they're building new housing, new warehouses, new businesses, and like, yeah, okay, it's not cheap to live here anymore. So, you know,
I mean, luckily enough, it's pretty cheap here, but this is more of a because I live in a vacation area. So most people don't live up in the Poconos. I mean, more people visit. Like,
yeah.
you know, for the you know, for the skiing and shit like that. So to live up here is pretty fucking cheap. Where I was before when I was closer to like outside of Philadelphia, expensive as fuck. That's where that's not in Philadelphia. I mean, that's not where you want to live, but outside, yeah, you were paying $2,000 a month just to fucking rent.
What?
Yeah, fuck that.
$2,000.
Yeah, $2,000. Not including anything. That's not even your electric bill, your water bill, your garbage removal bill.
That's greedy. That's way too greedy.
Oh,
you know, $2,000. That's like my whole paycheck.
Hey, we had to move up here. We do not know a fucking soul up here. I have no fucking clue who lives up here.
Oh my god, yeah, because $2,000, because that's what I used to make in my old back in the fucking 90s. I was making less than 2,000 a month. You know, I thought 2,000 a month was a lot of money. You know,
yeah.
That's because I'm so used to I'm so used to making $350 to $400 a week. That's the way I used to think because I thought 2,000. Oh damn, 2,000. That's a lot of money. You know. And then I come to this company.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I come to when I joined this company, and I saw the money, I said, "Whoa!" They say, "Whoa!" I said, "I never had this kind of money before." You know, that's one thing that was so weird about it. It's like, oh shit. You know, it's like I wasn't used to that. I'm so used to working under. I used to make all my jobs. I was under $1,900 a month. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, so that's because it's like I'm so used. It's like I never had a $500 a week. I always wished I had a $500 a week job. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, I want to take home $500, but instead I end up getting $325. I'd be lucky enough to get $425. You know, it's like, oh, come on, how hard is it to get $500 a week? You know, it's like,
yeah, right.
Yeah, I've been for years. I've been wishing for a $500 a week job. That was it, you know, and then I never got it, and then I never got a break. You know, during the whole, I finally had one company I worked for that barely made $500 a week. I was living under, $2,000 to $2,500 a month. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I quit that job, and then I drove teams, and after that, I went local for a while. I was making like $320 to $300 a week. You know, so I'm so used to. I'm not used to having a lot of money, you know. It's like I'm not used to being comfortable. This is the first job I ever actually feel comfortable with, but it's pushing me. You know?
You better watch out. You don't want to turn into a rich asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a rich asshole. It's funny. It's the rich assholes I can't stand. It's like I wish I can make 10 grand a month, you know, and work 5 days a month, and everything would be a vacation, you know. That's my dream job. It's like that's what would be my dream. Have 10,000 a month, and have worked 5 days, and then I'll be happy, and that means I can go anywhere around the world with that kind of money, you know. It's like I want to travel and go see things that that no one wants to see, like to go Egypt and go see go to the Grand Canyons and see all the weird crap,
Of course.
But I can't.
Go to the Netherlands.
But I can't. That's my dream job. I want 10,000 a month without taxes. I don't want to pay taxes. I don't want to pay anything. I just want 10 grand straightforward. It's like that's what I want. I'll be happy with that, and then I'll keep my house, and I'll be satisfied.
Yeah, of course.
That's it. That's all I want.
Nice. Yeah.
I would rather travel and actually see things versus traveling where you just say, "Oh, there goes the Grand Canyon." I drove in the Grand Canyon and then I drove out.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
I want to actually stop at the Grand Canyon and look and camp there. I want to camp there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I want. I just want to see things. I don't care about nothing else, I don't care about. All I care about is just seeing things.
Yeah.
Everything else can just go. Everything else is just go fuck themselves because I don't care about it. It's like I'm missing out on a lot of things.
I know. Yeah, it sucks. There's so much to see. It sucks.
It's like you work and everything just passes by you. It's like I always wanted. It's like, why can't people like us that makes below 2,000 a year go out and travel, like experience. People should get paid to go out and travel to like other countries and understand the countries and the language. It's like that's what they should just do that. Just give people money to do that. Especially the people below that makes below 2,000 a month.
Yeah, like a diplomat, kind of, I guess.
Yeah, it's like it's like anybody under 2,000 don't know how to enjoy life.
It's hard.
It's always That's why I say why can't if the rich can do all this shit, they can go anywhere in the world. Why can't the poor people do the same thing?
It's true.
They can be funded by the rich people. The rich people can fund them if they want.
They could.
Especially the ones up in like the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, they can afford it. They can afford to give they can give everybody on this fucking planet a perfect vacation,
Oh, definitely. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm like Robin Hood. That's what I want to be. I want to rob from the rich and give to the poor.
There's parts of America I really want to check out. Like I want to check out Alaska. And on the other end, I really want to go to Hawaii too. I want to check.
Oh yeah, I want to go to Hawaii too.
Yeah, like the opposite ends. I really I want to swim in that fucking that water. That clear fucking clean water they have there.
Yeah.
And just be completely like in a bathing suit and just chill out on the beach and relax. Like yeah.
It's funny. We should have the freedom to travel anywhere. Without the cost. It's like, I mean, there should be a garden in every fucking continent, and then all you have to do is walk to that continent and then pick out the garden, and you're never going to go hungry,
Yeah.
So it's you should enjoy life.
Even if we went to Hawaii, say me and you just went there and chill out for a week, they'd be trying to rape us for money every fucking minute there. Yeah,
it's a tourist trap.
Try to sell us coconuts and shit. We just want to relax.
Yeah, you want a $20 coconut? I got a $20 coconut right here for you. We'll put some soda in it. So we'll make it taste like a sparkling.
Yeah, fuck. Fuck it. We'll make our own. Fuck. I just want to sit on the beach. I want to put a tent on the beach. And stay out there for a week.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they probably have laws against it and shit.
I'm just saying, why can't the poor people have the same enjoyment in life than the rich people? That's all I'm saying, because they deserve that. They work their asses off. Poor people, I know poor people, they work their asses off. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care what job they have. If they're working their ass off, they deserve I mean, every year they deserve to have a vacation, a really good family vacation, hanging around with their family. Because, poor people have, you're struggling with your family, and your family's
Yep.
they should focus on the family. The family is the most important thing. That's one thing these people forget, and that's why they degrade poor people, because it's not the poor people's it's not the poor people's fault. I don't blame the poor people. I blame the people on top. They're the one who created the fucking
Yeah.
poor people.
It's true.
You think about it. It's like they're the one who created the poor people, and they deserve. And people, I think poor people deserve to go somewhere nice and be treated just like the rich assholes. I mean, they should have luxury living and just to feel the comfort, comfortable. Every year they should do that.
At least, yeah, it would be nice.
Every
Really
year,
would.
a relaxing vacation, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
You could switch it off. You could switch off. You could switch off in your jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not that hard. I mean, it's like relax, because we Americans, we're not relaxed. I mean, we're always thinking about something, about payment.
Yeah, that is true.
So I broke everything down. I realized I broke everything down on how we are, and I feel like that's like, what's more important, your job or your family,
Yeah.
what is more important, your job or your family? And I think I always say family should be on the top, and your job should be like number 10.
Right. Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
job should be number 10. Your family and your life, your education, should be like number 4.
Yes.
And then whatever's below that list, that it should be a family. If you want to have a really perfect community, you want to raise your children, nice, and proper and all that stuff. It's the money that creates the misery. So I realize, you know, money should be down below,
Yeah.
but you need enough money so you have a nice, stable living. So stability you should make money kind of like your life should be stability no matter what. Every person's life should be stable. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what job you have. You still gotta you gotta still be stable and comfortable. And then if you can change your environment because of money. Money can change your environment. If you want to, if you guys they complain about the poor neighborhoods, how trashy it is, but it's how you treat, because they don't treat them. They don't treat the poor people like they treat the rich people.
There. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
stuck there.
Do you think about it? It's like if you bring the poor people up with everybody else, and then you're living, and people will be cleaner, and people will be more safer in their environment, because if you think about it, it's like why do you have they always, because the rich people will always call poor people criminals, and even though they are criminals themselves too, but if you brought up their environment and you teach them how to clean their environment and become one with the environment, then you'll have a nice, stable life. You don't worry. The thoughts of having a paycheck in your head, a bill in your mind, you got to get that out.
Yeah.
You got to take the bill out of your mind, because it's stress. That's another stress they're creating. It's creating another stress, creating a fear. You don't need that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No.
All right. Well, I'll tell you
Okay.
this because I gotta fucking lay down now.
Okay. Okay.
You kept me on here. How the fuck long have we been doing this? I have no fucking clue. I
Oh,
have
we were
no
on a
clue.
long time.
But again, everyone out there, if anybody's still watching us, we were just experimenting here, and it seemed to work out pretty good.
Yeah, it was a
We got,
great show.
yeah, it was cool. We got on we got on some cool topics, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, if you guys want to connect with Michelle here too, because you can let her know. You got to let her know your fucking email address,
Yeah.
and
If you guys want, if you guys want to talk 1-on-1.
yeah, I'll do. I'm gonna do the same. I mean, I'll keep Michelle posted on what I'm gonna be working on
Yeah.
with my show on my channel. So yeah, don't forget. I guess subscribe to me if you guys feel like listening and joining in.
Yeah.
Even leaving comments. I'm sure I'll need some moderators and shit like that. So just let me know if you're interested.
Yeah. That's
And
cool.
yeah, that'll be that. And maybe like, yeah, maybe me, me and Michelle can hook up like once a week or something. I could drop in here and,
I'll drop
maybe.
into your place too if you want me to.
Of course. Yes,
Yeah.
you will. Of course.
Oh,
Maybe you'll be my first episode.
that'd be cool.
The Michelle story.
Michelle story.
How about that?
A shocking story. You already shocked me one time. It's like you guys say, "Whoa, shit! Where did that come from?"
It'll be cool. It'll be cool. But yeah, we'll do that. But I guess everybody have a nice weekend. I guess you'll stay on, but
Yeah.
you talk to your peoples here. I guess for right now, and I'll
Yeah.
get some sleep. I guess I'll say good night. Good night.
Good. Good night. Good night,
Good
Mike.
night.
It was a
And
great talk.
yeah, it
I
was
I
cool.
enjoyed it.
I think so. And it looked like we didn't really get into any trouble with the.
Yeah. There was no trolls. We only had one troll.
Yeah, we had one guy pop in. We kind of made peace with him, or I mean, without, just and it seemed to go okay. And he apologized. All right.
Mm.
Hey, if it can always be like that, fucking awesome. But yeah, anybody that's trolling, well, feel free if you want to comment, but you don't have to insult people.
Yeah.
We can have different views. I get it, but it's better to have conversation. And
Yeah.
join in the conversation. That's what's cool. I think.
I like to join in. I like to see who they are. Just curious.
It'd be funny if you got a McMuffin or something live.
That's what I like. I want to see who McMuffin is.
I dare McMuffin, man. Just please contact Michelle. Give me your fucking email and join in on the show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you.
That's what I say. Fuck it. But all right, everybody, have a good night. I'm gonna go relax a little bit. I'll talk. If anything pops up, Michelle, just hit me up on Facebook or whatever.
Okay, I will.
All right,
Thank
be
you.
good. Good night, everyone.
Peace.
Peace. Peace on the streets.
Yeah.
All right, good night.
Yeah. Bye, Mike. That was fun. How did you guys like that? That was different, wasn't it? Actually, he has great vibes. I like that. He has really great vibes. Yeah, so now I can have you guys join me if you want now. If you want to come in and join me or whatever you want to say to me, if you have a problem with me, you can come in and join me, you know? And Infinite, yeah, you can come in. Just send me your email address and I can invite you. All you do is set up your fucking your YouTube on Google's. It's on Google's. It's on Google's Hang. It's called Google's Hangout on Google's Chrome. So you gotta go. It's on your YouTube if you want to do that. And then all you do is give me your email address and I'll send you an invite. Yeah, send me your email address and I'll send you an invite, and we can talk personally this time. We can. Yeah, we can talk one-on-one. I think it's great if we talk one-on-one. Or he says I could put all you guys in here. we can all talk at one time, you know? So that'd be cool, you know, have you all talk at one time, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna end this here too. So everybody have a nice day. Thank you for coming. That was great. That was my first guest on my show. He's pretty cool. I like him. Okay. Bye bye.